in a much smaller role, but he would make my top 10, would be Baby Billy. Walton Goggins doing Baby Billy. I just, there's no way, unless he might be on the medal stand. I don't know if he wins gold, silver, or bronze, but he is a contender. Like he is in the mix, and he may sneak in depending on when the last time I watched The Righteous Gemstones.
Running through the house with a pickle in my mouth, misbehaving.
Yeah. Yeah, his get
Got
up.
here, nerd.
His get up alone is amazing.
Yes. Have you heard how that all came about?
Oh, how he dressed.
Well, so he knew Danny McBride.
And by the way, timeout.
Yeah.
Quick 30.
Sure.
Did they have less than a 30? Quick 15?
No, it's 30-second timeout.
Okay.
You called 2 yesterday, so you get 2 more today.
2 more. Okay.
You got
it's
7.
my first 30.
You're fine. So many GD timeouts in basketball.
Just found out that his name is Walton.
Not Walter.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's Walton.
I thought it was Walter Goggins.
I even stopped myself because sometimes you just...
Walton.
Yeah.
Because when you said that, I was like, wait a minute.
No, you go
and
back.
I looked it up. It's Walton.
Walton Goggins.
Anyway.
Yeah, so they were together on Vice Principals. And Danny McBride called them up and was like, hey, I kind of have an idea for a part, and I'd like you to play it. And he was like, well, okay. So he knew nothing about it. I guess he flew down to meet Danny McBride, and he tells him he wants him to play like a 70-year-old. He tells him this figure, and he's like, what? And he's like, I don't know, just play around with it. And so he's like, I don't know. He's like, give him an accent. And so they started playing around with it. And the only thing they did was they gave him like a spray tan face in the wig. And he said the moment that happened, it just clicked. And he said all of that was kind of improvised. And he said he just kind of created him on the spot. And they couldn't stop laughing, just playing around with the idea of that. And so they wrote it to be a much bigger part. And I thought it was the best part of that show. He completely stole it for me. I love that guy.
Yeah, he's great. I thought Judy.
Yeah, Judy was great.
Was true greatness in that show. Because oftentimes the women's roles are overlooked, shockingly.
Yeah.
She was absolutely hilarious in that.
But I just...
Her and BJ was great too, but...
I just... The Baby Billy...
Judy Gemstone is one of the top 5 female characters on TV in the last 10, 15 years.
I will find myself on YouTube just finding a compilation of Baby Billy, because he's not in a lot of, like, he's a side character, so he's not in many of the meaty
He's not
episodes.
an actual gemstone.
No, but his just little, like at the end where he blesses the cocaine, he's like, God, bless this cocaine that I may slay this demon. I can't get enough of that guy. He's certainly, because like Al Bundy might get in that mix for me. I love like a good comedy character. Like there's some really good ones over the years. Sam Malone for Cheers probably comes in for me. But man, Baby Billy, he's probably the least involved character that would make my list of my top 10 favorite characters of all time.
Well, we lost a Titan today.
Yeah, we did.
Jace.
But again, at 87, it's not sad. It's a celebration.
Yeah, I guess so.
No, it's not a guess so. I know so. That dude was married 3 times, had 4 girlfriends. Did you know he had the rotating girlfriend thing?
Oh, yeah. Dude, there's a whole... Okay, the reason I said I guess so is because some people are not sad that he has passed.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
He's controversial.
He was awful. But also, one of the low-key craziest lives in American history.
Yeah. Well,
it's not even close.
And he changed TV forever. He changed, culture forever. The 24-hour news cycle is him, which, by the way, F you. But yeah,
you know what they give credit for that?
What?
And by the way, for those, they're like, who the hell died?
Oh, yeah.
I thought we were talking about the big trade.
Oh, the Portland Fire trade?
Yeah. We lost one.
We need to talk about that, because I'll tell you what.
You think we're not going to talk about that?
Dude, that set me down a rabbit hole this morning that
Listen, the Portland Fire leave no stone unturned.
No.
They scour the country for great players.
Scouting department off
and
the
they
chain.
found one at a golf club.
It's always the last place you look.
And that is on the show notes today. But we're talking about the death of Ted Turner.
Ted Turner.
And we're not cheering the death of Ted Turner.
No.
We are simply applauding maybe the good parts of the life of Ted Turner, because you have a very complex story here.
100%. If they made you could do what was it? The Aviator, that Leo DiCaprio was in, did a great job of dealing with a very, very complex. Like, I enjoy movies that explore complex characters and they don't whitewash it. You could do a really good movie on Ted Turner if you didn't pull punches.
Yes.
Because that guy...
You'd be mesmerized.
Yes.
And there's a lot of stuff out there about him that, in other words, it's not all private. Like, a lot of it's well known.
Yeah.
First, the really bad. He was a raging alcoholic.
Mm-hmm.
He had a world-class temper. Mm-hmm. So much so that he was kicked out of college for being a bigot. And not just a slight bigot.
No.
He was Nazi KKK bigot.
Yeah.
Apparently they don't like the blacks. They're trying to give them back.
And by the way, Trump loved him, if that tells you anything. But he was so vindictive and so raging that his second wife... Did you know that he was like one of the great yachtsmen?
Yeah, he won... what was the big race? Is it America's
Cup?
America's Cup?
He was on the cover of Sports Illustrated, I think, for that. He was one of the great yachtsmen in American history. And he was racing his second wife in a yacht race, and she was beating him, and so he bumped her to win.
Hey, man, that's just rubbing. And Rubbin's racing. He's like, out of my way, bitch.
Which I would imagine is grounds for a DUI. But, I don't know. And they got a divorce because of it.
Yeah.
She was so mad.
Can I say, though, as awful as he is, that photo of him...
Well, listen, that's the bad. I said, let's just start with the bad.
I'm just saying, the photo of him on winning the America's Cup in like 77, it's a boss photo. It's like a Ralph Lauren ad. He's got that sweater on and it's a handsome devil in 1977. Giant a-hole, pretty cool out on a yacht.
Yeah, he was a playboy for sure.
Yeah.
So...
Mary Jane Fonda, for God's sakes. That was number 3.
Many of you know him as the man who brought the crappy-ass 1980s Atlanta Braves into our living rooms.
Yes, sir.
And he did. Did you know that he bought that team? He paid $500,000 for the Braves.
Did he go straight cash? Straight cash, homie. $500,000?
No, he financed it.
How about that?
He financed it for $8 million. He financed $8 million of it and put $500,000 down. That's how he bought the Braves. Because his dad, he was a mess. He was an alcoholic. He was a bigot. He got kicked out of college. He had no life. He was in his 20s, and his dad committed suicide and left him a business. That's how he of course parlayed that into all kinds of things, which we'll talk about. But he did not. He was in trouble. Yeah. And then he bought the Braves. Like that, he started. Most guys now build their wealth, however they do it. Their investment fund or whatever it is that they do to become a mogul, and then they jump into the sports game.
Yeah.
He started buying the Braves after he grew his dad's business, and they're now worth like $3.5 billion.
Yeah, and then he started, right after that was the Turner broadcast, and that's why he put the crappy-ass Braves on it. And if you were a kid, for a lot of the times, you either got the Cubs or you got the Braves. I mean, I think Sprague has said the reason why he's a Braves fan is because what you got. They're on TV.
Yeah, so cable TV, this was before cable TV. He is the largest trailblazer in cable TV history. Yes. I don't know anybody who rivals him, because you kids who don't know Ted Turner, he started TBS. So he bought a TV channel, started a TV channel. It wasn't TBS at first.
No, it was like a UHF sort of, if the youngs are like, what? There used to be a different kind of channel where you could turn your TV had 2 knobs, and there was UHF channels. He started with a UHF channel. God, I sound like 8,000 years old.
But this is what it was.
That's what it was.
You're speaking gibberish.
You have no idea.
You don't know this?
No, I know about TV knobs.
Yeah, so there would be 2 TV knobs, and so you had your ABC, NBC, right, and then Fox came along, and then there was one you could turn to like channel 0 or whatever, and then there was a second knob that was UHF channels, and you could pick up rando stations. That's how I watched the Mets when I was a kid, and that's where Ted Turner started. Yep. You public access was on there. Yep. It was like a whole weird separate world of strange shows on the dial. So yeah, the TV had 2 dials.
And then he was smart. He was like, look, I got this whole thing. I'm just going to name it after me, first of all. Turner Broadcast System, TBS. and I'm going to put my team on it.
Yep.
I own the team. You're going to watch. Everybody in the country is going to watch my team. And they were terrible.
Yep.
You remember the old Braves?
Oh, I remember.
Like Bruce Benedict and
They stunk.
God, who else was on those teams? Glenn Hubbard,
The mighty Glenn Hubbard.
Terry Pendleton. They might have been good.
Pendleton came along after when they were good.
Yeah,
That
see,
was,
I'm a '90s guy, so I had Justice and
that transition.
Yeah,
to,
no,
like,
they were
Ron
good.
Gant
They were
and
good
all that,
The
but no.
90s, they
Yeah.
were good. The 80s, they were awful.
Yeah, see, I was too
Chambliss.
Yeah.
Craig Chambliss.
But he started, like, if whatever you think of the news cycle, ESPN, Fox News, all of that stuff was because of Ted Turner. And when he started 24-hour news, everyone thought he was an idiot. News was a half hour. It's like twice a day you got a half hour worth of news, and like 5 minutes of that was a water ski like squirrel. It was like some sort of feel good story. He started 24-hour news, and everything with modern news started with that. He was the first guy, and everyone laughed at him, and turns out it worked.
So that's what we were talking about. We got cut off, or I squirreled on you. But do you know why CNN popped? What they give credit to making CNN pop?
I don't.
So he founded CNN, and even though he, by the way, wildly conservative man,
Yeah.
like as I mentioned, like but this is why he's complicated. He was a huge environmentalist. He was a huge philanthropist.
Yeah, he gave $1 billion right to the like United Nations.
Yeah, and he married Jane Fonda,
Yeah.
who at the time
Hanoi Jane.
was like the biggest liberal in the country.
Yeah.
So if you don't think people of two opposite ends of the spectrum can get together and live a happy life together, well, 10 years at least together, I give you Ted Turner and Jane Fonda.
Yeah.
He was as conservative gets, and she was as liberal gets. Different time.
Different time. Well, and she was hot. People are willing to overlook a lot of stuff when someone's hot. It's true.
So they give the Gulf War the credit.
Really?
Yes, because he had whether it was him or whoever he had working for him at CNN, somebody had the brains to say, "Hey, we're going to televise the war," and the entire country was captivated every night to tune in to CNN to find out what was happening in the war. We were obsessed.
And that started it, huh?
That's
what they give credit?
That's what popped CNN. The dude also started Cartoon Network. I mean, like,
He created WCW.
yeah,
Yeah. Yep. Get in the wrestling business.
Adult Swim is thanks to Ted Turner.
Look, Ted Turner, whatever you think of him, if you're talking about people and their lasting impact on culture and society, Ted Turner, we talked about like medal stand contenders. Ted Turner is in that list of most influential people of the last 50 years.
Yeah, he was a titan of a man.
Yeah.
A wild story and a raging drunk.
Yes. And there's no way to paint
They're
him
devout alcoholics.
you can't paint him with a single brush. No. You just can't. Which is why if they, like much like the Howard Hughes, I was mentioning The Aviator, if someone made a real movie and didn't pull punches, and you could make a really good movie about Ted Turner's life.
Who would play Ted Turner?
Well, you'd have to have maybe I guess you could age it. And I know it sounds cheesy because we just mentioned the Aviator. Leo would be perfect. But he already played Howard Hughes, and so maybe you give someone else a crack at it. Because I could see like Clooney being old Ted Turner, but we'd have to de-age him to be young, sexy Ted Turner.
ChatGPT is telling us Woody Harrelson, Bryan Cranston, Matthew McConaughey, Josh Brolin.
Brolin could do it in McConaughey. Harrelson can't.
Kyle Chandler. I don't even know who that is.
He's the guy from Friday Night Lights. Okay. McConaughey would be good. He could sink his teeth into that.
He was also like apparently the 4th largest landowner in the world.
Yeah.
By the way,
yeah.
he owned everything. He had ranches all over the country. They said his ranches combined to be bigger than Delaware.
Yeah. I think towards the end, after him and Fonda were no more, he had a thing where he had 4 girlfriends and he would give each one of them a week. So like, yeah, and they all understood it.
It's true.
So you said he had 4 at a time, and you got week 1, week 2, week 3. It was like Shark Week, but with ladies. My God, Ted. Yes, that's how he rolled.
Frank Gay segment.
And he just said, hey, everyone knew about each other. He's like, this is the deal. Take it or leave it.
Well, he doesn't get the Frank Gay segment.
No.
But what he did get.
But his girlfriend's got their own segments.
Yeah, right, yes. One of them was the points gobbler.
Yeah.
In another sense. Well, he doesn't get the Frank Gay segment. That will be coming up next with NBA playoff talk. But he does get the Brad Boxberger opening prattle.
There you go.
Thank you. Ted Turner.
Rest in peace, Ted Turner.
I guess so. I don't know. He was.
Well, I still want him to rest in peace.
Yeah, sure. He was one of those guys where like everybody knew what he was like, but he really didn't. It was kind of before the social media thing, so you couldn't really see it. Otherwise, he probably would have been canceled 15 times over.
100%.
It's just, and I'd kind of forgotten he was still around.
Yeah.
He kind of.
Yeah, he's just out of the limelight.
Yeah.
Last thing I remember is him donating the $1 billion. I remember that.
Yeah. Do you think he died with a mustache?
I would certainly hope so.
Me too.
That man stuck to it.
Yeah, he had it for pretty much his whole life.
His whole life. It's there on the America's Cup. Don't you look at that photo and tell me that you wouldn't party with Ted Turner in 1977 out on his yacht. I would.
I wonder what he drank.
He's a whiskey man, right?
You would think.
Yeah. Bourbon.
All right, so
Scotch.
The Frank Gay segment, Ric Flair is suddenly a Lakers fan?
What?
Yeah, that's next on The Fan.
From the George McCoy and Warren Allen Sports Desk, a Sports Center update on the Fan Sports Network, 105.1 FM and 1080 AM.
First on the Fan, couple of injury notes as we head into Game 2 of the Philadelphia 76ers Knicks. Joel Embiid, he is out for the 76ers tonight with ankle and hip injuries. Knicks 10.5-point favorites in that Game 2. And the other Game 2, T-Wolves Spurs. T-Wolves, they'll be with guard Ayo Dosunmu. He is active tonight. He averaged over 21 points a game in round 1. Is available. Anthony Edwards listed as questionable. Of course, the T-Wolves up 1-0 in that series. Milwaukee Bucks co-owner Jimmy Haslam said today that the team wants to resolve the Giannis Antetokounmpo future before next month's NBA draft. There will be no Triple Crown winner this year as Kentucky Derby winner Golden Tempo will not run in Preakness Stakes next weekend. Tigers pitcher Framber Valdez has been suspended for 6 games for throwing at Trevor Story after giving up back-to-back home runs last night. And Astros shortstop Carlos Correa going to miss the remainder of the season after tearing a tendon in his ankle. I'm Stephen Vaughn from the George McCoy at Warren Allen Sports Desk. Don't call your mom. Call George McCoy at warrenallen.com.
So I was looking for, well, actually, I just went to ChatGPT.
So you weren't really looking. You let AI look for you.
Yeah, but isn't that the same as Googling something in some ways?
I mean, I guess.
I mean, it kind of is until you're getting into like, did you see the Brian Kelly story?
Yeah, that's so weird. He's using Claude and ChatGPT to get his next job, which won't happen, but okay.
Well, he said he's using Claude and AI to tell him what to say when he sits down with athletic directors.
How about this? Don't be yourself. I mean,
or maybe be yourself.
I don't think Brian Kelly should be himself.
Don't be. You're such an ass.
Yes.
Well, I think that's his whole point. Is like I can't be myself in front of AD, so I need AI to tell me how to be.
How do I not bring up the reason that I had a guy killed at my practice?
I mean, it sounds weird, but Brian Kelly is a good football coach, and Brian Kelly obviously has been successful, and he's had a couple very marquee jobs. I do not think that Brian Kelly will get another meaningful job. Just won't.
Well, I think with the point though was with AI, you can use it. I think a lot of people just use it simply.
Sure.
Like you just Google something.
Yes, and I've heard people be very critical of that as opposed to people that are using it for.
Yeah, you can use it. Like you can get really into it. Like it will do.
Yeah.
And it learns and the whole thing. But I think a lot of people are still pretty basic with it, including myself.
Sure.
But are we at the point where we can just admit that we use it?
Well, I mean,
because it helps me on the show.
Yes, I mean everyone at this point. I mean, we had the reporter, the Mariner reporter that got dragged because she was using it. But
right,
I mean, look,
Brian Kelly just admitted he uses it, and he's going to get dragged for that.
You can fight it all you want, and believe me, I'm not an AI guy, but the idea now of being critical because someone's using AI, okay, now you're upset like back in the day that you wanted horses to still be around, and you were upset at the fancy automobile.
Hey,
like,
where did the horses go? I just watched them run the Kentucky Derby.
It's the world is changing, and so you can either accept it or you can be bitter and yell about it. So yes, I think we are past the point of being shamed.
Okay, good.
Of AI,
because I just admitted that I used it.
Yeah.
What I was doing was trying to see if it could link Ted Turner to any particular drink or brand.
Oh, yeah.
Because he was such a. I mean, he was unfortunately he was a bad drunk, but he liked to drink a lot. And they said that he was never linked to any one brand, but his drinking was direct and bold, much like his personality.
That's what it came up with.
And in a stunning turn of events, he was always drinking, apparently in photos and, when he did show what he was drinking, it was always neat scotch or bourbon, which is straight out of like exactly what you would think. Now, he was also very informal because he owned all the ranches and stuff.
Yeah.
And he was actually notoriously informal. Like, he hated to put on a suit. There's also him drinking beer at his ranches in a lot of photos.
Well, look, if you're a man that's a drinker, I appreciate that he didn't want to get pigeonholed. Like, you probably, if you had to say what drink encapsulates Isaac Ropp, could you find just one?
No.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
There are phases.
Yeah.
There are different times a year,
Yeah.
different times in the day.
Exactly.
I mean, in the morning when I wake up before the show, I'm not pounding bourbon.
But even if you
I
said
stick with vodka.
But that's even the thing is like if you had bourbon, there's so many for me, I'm an Irish whiskey guy. I drink more Irish whiskey than I do anything else. But that's a very big category. Like where do you fall in line with that? It's hard to just have one drink unless you're like the dude, and then it's
but that's not real life.
That's not.
Most people aren't.
No, you're sprinkling it around.
Okay, now to the Frank Gay segment. We have NBA playoff talk. It is not the NFL playoffs.
No.
At least I don't think.
It is not.
Last night, the Lakers got bludgeoned again by the Thunder.
We had a finger come out of its skin, which was kind of. You see the close up of that sucker?
Yeah, sure did.
That was.
Yeah.
I missed it. They showed the reaction to the Thunder players, and their faces, and they were like, "Well, something bad happened," and then I was like, "Well, what was?" Oh, they're like, it when you see it, and I was like, "Oh, yeah, that's it." that was good.
Yeah. So.
If you don't know, Jared
Vanderbilt,
his pinky, the bone of his pinky decided to leave its pinky case and just kind of say hello to the world. Right. Don't think he's going to be back.
So apparently Ric Flair is a Lakers fan.
I guess.
After the Lakers, by the way, the Lakers have nothing without Luka.
Well, what's interesting too is last night was just,
and of course it's Oklahoma City.
It was sad. LeBron played really well. Like if for whatever you think of that old ass running up and down the court, dude.
Well, we know that about him.
He played 36 minutes, 12 of 17, 3 of 6 from behind the arc, 4 boards, 6 assists at 27 points. I mean that.
Why are we always shocked when LeBron plays well? He's the greatest player of all time.
It just goes to show you how ass the Lakers are, because that is about as good a game as you could hope from a 40-year-old man. And they still lost by 20, 18, whatever it was.
Well, Oklahoma City's really good.
Yeah.
But Lakers can't shoot.
No.
It's just, they need Luka. And they even said it, like LeBron's so tired of answering questions. He was like, look, we're missing a guy who scores 37 a game.
Yeah.
Okay?
Yeah.
You want to know what our problem is?
Yeah, they asked, what was the problem with the offense? And he goes, we're missing a guy at 37.
We're missing the best offensive player. Right?
Playoff Luka goes to a whole different ball game. Mm-hmm. I mean, anytime that guy gets into the postseason, he takes it to another level, but he ain't going to be here for a while.
So Ric Flair, I didn't know he was a Laker fan, but maybe he's not. Maybe he's just mad about a guy not playing when he's hurt.
Well, he's also a terrible human being and probably a drunk, and he's been in the head
Definitely
1,000. Someone just needs to send Grandpa away. That guy has to apologize every other day. I forget what it was for, but a week or two ago, he had to come out and make I'm really sorry. He constantly is apologizing.
Well, he was doing cameos for people and was just absolutely hammered at them. It was giving weird advice.
Yeah, he's in a constant state of apologizing for being himself. And he's a horrible human being. And now he's taking to Twitter to comment on the Lakers, apparently.
Yeah, he said last night, quote, Luka, please get in the game. Take a shot of cortisone and deal with the pain. They're paying you $50 million a year and you're not in there. I hope Jeannie Buss trades you next year. Nobody wants a lame duck on their team.
First off,
end quote.
You should probably look into what Jeannie Buss is doing. Right. So
she doesn't own the team.
That's one part. And
right? Or is she still a minority owner?
She doesn't make any decisions. They sold that team. Yeah. And the second part of it is, how adorable is it that the guy that does the fake sport believes that you can just take a cortisone shot and then go out and play in an NBA game? Unfortunately, Rick, look, no one's questioning wrestlers' toughness, but when you take a cortisone shot, the other guy isn't actively trying to hurt you or win the match. Is he so old and decrepit that he believes that wrestling is real? Has he crossed over to that realm?
No, but I do think, look, if any, this is going to sound bad, but if anybody could say to an athlete, get your ass in there, it would probably be wrestlers, right? Those guys did not.
They didn't miss.
They did not miss matches.
Back in the day, it was every day, too. They're on the road.
Yes. They're some of the toughest human beings on the planet, but at the same time, what they're doing is fake.
Of course.
Scripted.
But to them, if they could do it, then they think athletes could. Like, I could see that that's not a big leap for an idiot like Ric Flair to think that, And obviously it came out on his. If only it ended it with "Thank you for your attention to this matter,"
And woo.
it would have been better. Yeah, woo.
I just love that. Take a cortisone shot and play, you candy ass. I hope the owner who's not there anymore trades your ass. Jeez, that's old Ric Flair.
Interestingly enough, the owner who's not there anymore traded for Luka.
That is true. Yes. No, we don't want him. Get him out of there. He's a candy ass.
Well, the Lakers are cooked. Oklahoma City is just going to sit back, and they're going to wait and watch the Spurs and Wolves beat each other up. And I'm afraid the Thunder will be in the finals.
Yeah.
Yet again.
It kind of has that feeling that Oklahoma City is going to be able to get their guys healthy, sit back. And
now with the Sixers, so funny, the Sixers lose by 40. Oh, and Embiid is suddenly hurt. Funny how that works.
My arm.
He won't play tonight.
They say it's his knee or whatever he's got.
They said hip and ankle. Yeah. So
leg.
Where's
body.
Where's Ric Flair sending
totally?
Get that on there.
That's right.
Send that text to Embiid.
Ric Flair focused on the wrong guy.
Lucas got his hamstring ripped off his bone. Embiid's just a little sore.
So now with the Sixers losing Embiid, it's like, and they just lost by 40 with him.
Yeah.
It's like, all right, are we on a collision course here?
It feels like New York, Oklahoma City, and it certainly feels that. But
don't count out the Spurs.
Yeah, exactly.
Or the Wolves.
I'm going to count out the Wolves, but
dare we say must win for my Spurs tonight?
Yeah, I don't think if you're the Spurs you can go down 0-2 at home. I think that would be a really, really poor look. Something tells me. Again, I will wait. The points gobbler will wait until the points present themselves. Something tells me San Antonio is going to bitch slap Minnesota tonight.
Yeah, they might.
I just kind of have that feeling that they're
going to get a great effort from San Antonio. I'll tell you that.
Minnesota played the game they wanted to play. They mucked it up. They kept it low scoring. They did everything they needed to do. San Antonio played like ass. Castle was out of control. Wemby even admitted after the game that he was putting his effort into the wrong part. Looked out of sorts. They just were discombobulated and still had a wide open look to win that game. Something tells me San Antonio is going to calm down, and that's a grizzled team in Minnesota. But, dude, Mike Conley's, 37, 38 years old? He's not LeBron. I just don't think you're going to be able to get those sort of contributions. So unless Ant magically pulls the Ric Flair and he just is the Ant of old, I just have a hard time believing Minnesota wins this series. And I think tonight San Antonio gets right.
I like that word, grizzled.
Yeah.
I'd like to point that out. Yeah. And there's your Frank Gay segment. Thank you. We could talk about James Harden and Donovan Mitchell section, but
I heard today James Harden in I think it's 8 games that he's played in the playoffs has 46 turnovers.
Yeah.
He might be the greatest.
I think it's 43.
Is it 43? He might be the greatest regular season to playoff drop in the history of sports.
What's his age now?
He's got to be in his mid to late 30s too.
So you might be right because his regular season stuff it's
unbelievable,
insane.
Yeah, but he gets to the playoffs and that dude is just
he's cheeks.
He is cheeks.
Cheeks.
36.
He is 36. He'll be 37 in
he's
August.
Getting up there. Did you know that between Harden and Mitchell, they are the top 2 worst players in these playoffs in assist to turnover ratio? Top 2.
And Mitchell's usually a pretty good playoff performer.
Mitchell has 23 assists, 22 turnovers, and Harden has 50 assists and 43 turnovers.
It's not good.
Shows how good the East is, though. They got to the second round.
Yeah, it's not good. By the way, when those two guys, in case you didn't know, same team. Yeah, it's not good. No.
Who is ready for the Multnomah Max segment?
Oh, right here. Let's go.
College football coaches are saying 24. Next. All right, well, we're inching towards today's Points Gobbler, where we will tell you the surprise team trying to land Aaron Rodgers. But first, the Molten Max segment. And today we go to college football.
Football's football.
You know who that is?
I do know who that is. It's a very distinct voice. That is the great Colin Cowherd.
Football's football.
You know who that is?
I don't know who that is.
Bryce Betcher.
Oh, yeah.
How about this one?
The best part of football is football. And so you got to do football.
One of my favorites, old Charles.
Football's football, and the only way to get better at it is to play football.
Here's a hard one.
Football's football.
I think one more time.
Yeah, this is it. You and I were interviewing him.
Yeah.
Football's football.
Football's football. Who gave that one?
That's
Is that a Sumlin?
Kevin Sumlin.
Kevin Sumlin.
Yeah.
That's right.
Yeah.
Football's football.
Have you seen him lately, by the way?
No.
Oh, my God.
What's going on with KS?
He's coaching in the other day I was flipping around, and you know that UFL? I think it's called UFL? Whatever that stupid spring league is.
Sure. Is that on right now?
Yeah, it's on right now. And, boy, I'll tell you what, tens of people are excited in the crowd. But he's coaching one of those teams. You want to talk about someone who needs an intervention? Dude, that guy looks like hell.
Well, I always thought he kind of looked like hell when he was at Arizona.
Dude, it's a rough.
Yeah, the eyes.
Dude, it's a rough.
He's got the crazy eyes.
And he's all fat now, and he's got some mitts on him, and it's a thing.
Mitts, what does that mean?
The up tops.
Oh.
Yeah, the man,
Teats.
The man teats. The mitts, if you will.
Football's football.
I just saw him roaming the sidelines and was like, wow, that's what that guy's doing.
So, college football coaches, this was Yahoo Sports had this today. College football coaches, and I don't even know what this means. Like, in other words, like how much weight this carries.
Yeah.
I mean, coaches obviously are important, but they're not like on the committee.
No, they don't make policy.
Yeah, they're not. So they came out and they said, and this is the American Football Coaches Association.
Yes.
Who the executive director is Craig Bowl.
Yeah.
Remember the great Craig Bowl?
Mm-hmm.
A fine coach in his own right.
North Dakota State and then Wyoming. And
so they said that college football coaches are moving forward in favor of maximum playoff expansion, potentially to 24 teams, and several other sweeping changes across the sport, according to Yahoo.
yeah, it would do away with conference championship games. They gone.
Yeah, they don't want conference championship games. They want to end the season during the second week of January, and they would protect the Army-Navy games exclusive time window, but have playoff games on that day.
Yeah. So, I mean, we know, and it would be done by the second week of January. It would not get stretched out any
that's
further.
what I just said.
Oh, sorry, I missed that part.
Earlier this year, decision makers in the Big Ten and the SEC were at a stalemate over future college football formats. The Big Ten prefers a 24-team field with multiple automatic qualifiers per conference. The SEC wants a 16-team 5+11 format.
Yeah.
So the coaches are backing the Big Ten, it seems here.
So if you don't know, like obviously the 5+11 is conference champions and then just everything else at large, whereas the Big Ten favors, well, let's get 6 Big Ten teams, 6 SEC teams in, and then whatever. I guess it'd probably be more like 7 and 7. So, this is all about, for coaches, this is about access and this is about job security, right? For Lincoln Riley, you go 8-4, you go 9-3. That's not good enough at USC. But if you're Lincoln Riley and you go 9-3 under the format of guaranteed qualifiers, you're in the playoff every year. If you're in the playoff every year and you get a favorable matchup where USC is playing, I don't know, some ACC team, you win a game and you're fine. You get to keep your job. You get to tell everyone, oh, we're in the playoff. And that keeps people happy. So this is about access. This is about keeping people fat and happy.
Yeah.
I don't think it's good for the sport. And this goes back to who was the guy that said that the people that are trying to make decisions don't like college football.
That was ESPN's Kevin Clark.
Yeah, Kevin Clark. And that's kind of a pompous statement. You get some guy at ESPN or some podcaster thinks that he knows what's best for college football as if he's some sort of czar. But this isn't necessarily what's best for the sport. This is what's best for coaches. If you are a coach in the SEC or the Big Ten or really anywhere else, this format, it behooves you to have this format. It just does. More seats at the table, more access. It doesn't really increase your chance of winning anything, but it increases your chances of you keeping your $6 million a year job and keeping fan bases at bay, because fans love being lied to. And as long as you are getting a seat at the table, that's all anyone cares about.
Well, fans, I mean, that it's the flip side. The other way to say that is fans are going to be excited if your team's going to the playoffs.
Yes, even if you have no shot.
And there's no, like, the bowl. Yeah, exactly. So that is the new bowl game.
Yeah.
The new bowl, at least according to what the coaches want. What they want is, hey, expand the playoff to a bunch of teams so, I could just get in there, keep the fans happy, they're excited, and job security for me, like you said. But also, those other bowl games, like if we don't get in the tournament, nobody cares about them anymore. So it's kind of replacing that.
Yeah. So the first 2 rounds, like I said, would be at home, and then you got the New Year's Six. So you would still keep some element of the tradition. Some people obviously would get you'd get teams that would get buys still. So
the first 8
would get buys.
Or is it 16?
No, it's the first.
No, it'd be first 8.
First 8.
And then the 16 play the first weekend.
Yeah, so like the way it would work is if you were the number 9 team in the country in the rankings, you would play at home against the number 24 team.
Right.
And then the winner of that would play the number 8 team in the country the next week. And then 10-23, 11-22, so on and so forth.
Yeah,
so
top 8 getting buys is pretty cool.
Yes. And those teams would get a bye, but they would still get a home game. Because that was always the thing, is that if you got a bye, you don't get to play at home. This way, if you're one of the top 8 teams, you get a bye. And then that second round, which would be your first game, would be at your home stadium. And then you would go into the New Year's Six Bowl games.
Very much an NFL style.
Yes.
It makes sense. Because wouldn't that mean that the third weekend would be only 6 teams left, right? Yeah. So,
yes.
So you go 24-12 at home fields. 12-6 home fields, and then the big bowls.
The only problem that you really have with this is, at the end of the day, like some of the matchups that you would have gotten, and I know it's going to change from year to year, but in this last year, that first week of games, you would have had Alabama versus North Texas. Does that do anything for you?
No.
Then you'd get Miami versus James Madison. Anything?
Well, we had Oregon, James Madison.
I know, and how bad was that?
Didn't like it.
Nobody cares.
So then we got Notre Dame and Iowa. Anybody?
No.
Right, and then we got BYU, Georgia Tech.
That's not bad.
Yeah,
I mean, it's like a bowl, like I said, it's like the bowl games.
Texas and Tulane, Vanderbilt and Virginia.
Ugh.
Utah and Arizona.
Do we want this?
And this is all I'm saying. Look, I'm not opposed to a 24-team playoff because it's playoff, it's more access, but at some point it does dilute the regular season. Like if you're Oregon or you're one of those teams in the Big Ten, especially if you do the Big Ten model, if you do the SEC model, believe it or not, I think they have it right where it's 5 and then just 11 and 16 teams would be perfect. I think that would be enough. But you go to the 24-team model and you're guaranteed probably 7 spots in the Big Ten, you can lose maybe 4 games. And so if you're coming down and you're Oregon and you're playing Indiana or you're playing Ohio State, I'm not saying those games don't matter, because it does matter if you're seeding, if you get one of the top 8 spots. But if you're just not like an absolute piece of crap, like you are getting in.
But could I make the argument that Iowa Notre Dame we get anyway? It was just a crappy bowl. At least this is what I was saying. Like not crappy bowls, but the mid-level bowls.
Yeah.
Those teams are going to be now playing for the right to move on in the tournament. What's bad about that? We already had those games.
Yeah.
You don't have to watch them. I mean, yes, it does water down the regular season, but the flip side of that is these big-time conferences can now schedule big-time games without the fear of losing as much, right? So they want those big-time games because they want the money.
I'm just saying, like...
So there's going to be a lot of really good non-conference games, and yes, you're right, you can lose 4 games to get in the tournament, but again, we had those games anyway with bowl games.
Yeah, there's just a world where I don't need... This is... Under the Big Ten's model, you could have last year, and I don't know how the tiebreakers would have worked, but you would have had 3 of the following: Michigan, Iowa, Washington, and Illinois. 3 of those 4 would have gotten into the playoff. And having watched a lot of Big Ten football and a lot of Washington football, the Washington Huskies should not be in the playoff. They shouldn't. And I do think you got to be careful with diluting the regular season to a point where, dude, just win 9 games, 8 games, maybe even, and you've got a spot at the table. You do have to keep some form of regular season where the matchups, where Oregon plays Indiana, where Texas is playing Alabama, where you get these games that actually mean just a scooch.
But those are conference games. I mean, you will get those games.
But
they're not going
but
away.
they won't matter.
They won't matter.
Well, they
really
will.
won't. They won't.
They will because they're good teams.
When both teams are 8-0, though, nobody's going to care
No.
if they lose a game.
But they do care. See, I disagree. They do care. Big time matchups in college football, no matter what is on the line, matter. They're just big. Everybody watches them. They make a ton of money off of them, and I think there's going to be more of them because the powers that be want to rake in the money. Yeah. So you're going to get more of them, and I don't think ever. I'm just the prediction. I don't think we're ever going to be saying, let's say 3 years down the road, it's a 2014 playoff, and Indiana is number 1 in the country, or Ohio State is number 1 in the country, and they're coming into Autzen Stadium. I don't think we're ever going to be saying, who cares?
No, but
it's not going to happen.
But when Indiana beat Oregon this year, Duck fan kind of went, eh. And even more so now, knowing that Oregon can lose again and probably one more time, and you're like, meh. Of those models, the SEC model, the 5 and 11, and then 16 teams, to me is way, way better than the 24. Yeah. And look, I'm fine. Look, I'm going to watch either way. I think it's going to be interesting either way. Cultural will be fine either way. This isn't going to ruin anything, but I do think that the 16 team is better than 24. I don't need Illinois, Washington, and I'd have to look and see what the SEC equivalent of that is. I don't need to see those teams in the playoff. You want Missouri, right?
Well, again, I'm with you. I could go either way. I think 16 would be great.
Yeah.
That's perfect.
Yeah.
24, I'm not going to complain because I just love college football and I watch no matter what. No. I think the Illinois and the Washingtons of the world are going to be in bowl games anyway. No. You might as well have them in there for a chance to continue to advance.
And to your point, bowl games do get nice ratings, so
we do watch them.
We watch.
And if you don't like it, don't watch.
Yeah.
Again, same old thing. Anyway, the college football coaches, the other thing about that is they're recommending taking away a bye week.
Yeah.
So if you take away a bye week, take away conference championship week.
You're just moving everything up.
Army-Navy gets its own time slot, but that will still be a tournament weekend.
Yeah.
All of that would pencil out to the second weekend in January,
which
the college football season would end.
And that I am in favor. I think it should end January 1st, but obviously that would be,
very hard. They'd have to move it up.
Yep. But get it done. Quit extending the season.
And that is Multnomah Mac. Who's ready for the points gobbler? He's got 2 thumbs and is ready to gobble points.
Let's do it.
Let's see, what is it? Oh, the Aaron Rodgers.
Why does anyone want him?
The surprise team trying to land Aaron Rodgers. I'll give you a hint. Desperation. That is next.
From the George McCoy and Warren Allen Sports Desk, a Sports Center update on the Fan Sports Network, 105.1 FM and 1080 AM.
First on the Fan, some Game 2 injuries for the NBA playoffs. 76ers center Joel Embiid is out tonight for the game between the Knicks and the 76ers with ankle and hip injuries. Knicks 10.5-point favorites. That game just about to tip off here. And then later on, T-Wolves taking on the Spurs. Minnesota up 1-0 the series. And tonight they'll be getting healthier as guard Ayo Dosunmu. He is active. He averaged over 21 points a game in round 1. Milwaukee Bucks co-owner Jimmy Haslam said today that the team wants to resolve the Giannis Antetokounmpo future before next month's NBA draft. There will be no Triple Crown winner this year as Kentucky Derby winner Golden Tempo will not run in the Preakness Stakes this next weekend. Tigers pitcher Framber Valdez has been suspended for 6 games for throwing at Trevor Story after giving up back-to-back home runs last night. And Astros shortstop Carlos Correa, he's going to miss the remainder of the season after tearing a tendon in his ankle. I'm Stephen Vaughn from the George McCoy at Warren Allen Sports Desk. Don't call your mom. Call George McCoy at WarrenAllen.com.
All right. Moving on to the points gobbler. You know, it's 4:11. This is not good. We're only 3 days into our new clock, and we're back to our old ways.
No,
we've got to be better.
We're gonna be better.
True story.
We're gonna be better.
We're going to be better. Well, the beauty of it now is we've got 9 more minutes.
That's true.
So a pretty good little seggy.
Now your Sabres are getting ready to get going, and look,
Sabres.
they've got this guy who is a famous actor. He's been in a million things.
Yeah, what's his name?
I don't know what that dude's name is, but he's clearly unhinged at this point and on massive amounts of cocaine. And like every now, like everyone has a drum you got to beat. Like I think the Vikings started that, but now everyone has to beat a drum. You get some celebrity. That's the best the Buffalo could come up with. Is that guy?
Yeah,
He's in Armageddon. He was in Go.
He's one of those guys you would instantly recognize.
Yeah.
But not know his name.
Yeah, I'm gonna look it up.
Yeah, look up who that guy is.
But my God, you
tell
know you're gonna go on like national TV and beat the drum. Can't you clean it up a little bit?
Oh no, I think that's why he's all wasted. Come on, man.
His name is William Fichtner.
William Fichtner.
Yeah, and he's been in, like I said, like he's probably got underrated. Some of the best, like just rando career that you can have. He's been in so much stuff.
Yeah, I'm trying to think of his best role.
I mean, I remember him. I don't know why, but he was one of the space shuttle commanders in Armageddon. I remember that.
He was in Black Hawk Down.
Yeah, he was in Black Hawk Down and played one of the Delta Force guys. He was one of the evil dudes from The Longest Yard. He was one of the prison guards. He was one of the deckhands on Perfect Storm with George Clooney.
He was the FBI agent in Prison Break.
Yeah. He's been in
Alex Mahone.
He's been in so many things.
Yeah, good little actor.
Yeah.
Good little actor. Good little career. So, for the Gobbler today, by the way, no.
What? Ha. What?
No.
Who? Ha.
It's the second time out. You calling it?
Hoo-ah. Yeah, you only get a couple. You get get 7 timeouts in an NBA game.
Play on.
Can we talk about that too? Can we knock that down a bit? Do we need 7 effing timeouts?
Hallelujah.
Jeebus.
Give them one.
One. Hockey gets 1.
Shoot it with cortisone. Get 1 timeout. Let's go.
Get some cortisone. Get your sweet cheeks out on the floor. The end of the NBA, at the end of an NBA game, is the most painful thing in the world.
They never draw up anything anyway.
No, that's true.
They don't. They're better off improvising.
Let's all get in the huddle, guys, and one guy stand at the top of the key, wave off the pick and roll, and then shoot an ill-advised jumper. Let's go.
We need to rebound. That's about what they say.
Ready, break.
That might be the best sports point you've ever made.
So bad.
So anyway, what I was going to tell you is, just this idea, because people are texting in, and listen, the opinion of...
Are we back to the Culture Bowl thing?
Just sports.
Oh. Okay.
The opinion, we love sports here.
Sports.
The opinion of the playoffs need to be for the elite or lesser playoff teams is better is just it's a lot of people think that, and that's fine to have that opinion. I get it, but it just never. That is not a real thing. Like people, for example, the Blazers and the Suns were in the NBA playoffs.
Yes.
That was great for Portland.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
They had no chance of beating the Spurs. And I mean none. None. Wemby had to get hurt, and he did, and they still lost.
Well, they won a game.
Yeah, they won a game.
They were winning in other games.
That's
the
right.
Suns, by the way, were worse than the Blazers.
Yes.
That team was cheeks. They were a playoff team. So my point is, it was good for Portland. It's that Miami of Ohio. Tell Miami of Ohio that wasn't great and magical that they got into the NCAA tournament and played as team number. What were they like?
Yeah, they were in the first four. They had a
So
ton
they were
of
in
crowd
11.
at that first four. Yeah, that first four game, they had a ton of crowd there.
Right. Even in the NFL, did you watch the Chargers in the playoffs?
I did.
Did you watch the Panthers actually almost beat the Rams, but the Panthers were a cheeks team. They were in the playoffs. So there are bad teams in not bad teams. There are teams that have no chance of winning a championship in every single sports playoff.
Sure.
And we don't really bitch about any of them. And now the college football people want to make it 24, and we suddenly have this, we can't have Illinois in the playoff. Well, we do it in every other sport, and we all watch.
I agree to a certain extent, but I will push back in that the NBA, if you took it a step further in the NBA and you allowed 4 more teams in, and now we've got the Milwaukee Bucks and the Chicago Bulls, and you've got the Dallas Mavericks and Memphis Grizzlies in the playoffs, which is essentially what you're doing with college football, then yes, I do think people would be unhappy.
Well, no, but I think you've already done that.
And
there's already too many teams in all of the playoffs.
Well, and one of the things that we bitch and moan about in the NBA is that the regular season doesn't mean a whole lot. And in college football, you do have the regular season that does mean something.
Well,
and
NFL too.
And so by the NFL is the one sport that I will tell you that I think is the most interesting, is because you really, as long as you are in the dance, you have a chance. We've seen it. If you can make your way into the playoffs, you have a puncher's chance. We've seen it time and time again. For God's sakes, Eli Manning won 2 Super Bowls. In the NBA, it's not the case. Major League Baseball is not really the case. Hockey's got a little bit of this.
Well, it's when you have a one and done.
Yes.
Wild things can happen.
But
when you get into series.
But the other one with college football is
the better team is winning.
Unlike all of those sports, college football is already so imbalanced. Those teams, there's a difference between saying that the Blazers don't have a shot against San Antonio, but it's an entirely different thing if the San Antonio roster is comprised of people that are making $150 million, and the other team that they're playing is making 10. Because that's what we have in college football. It's the greatest imbalance. And so, yes, there is already the illusion of competitive balance in college football, unlike any other sport. And now all we're doing is expanding it. You're just putting more mediocre football.
Mediocre.
What did I say?
You said mediocre.
Mediocre. Hey, there's mediocrity.
I mean, I don't mind it.
Yeah. You're putting more mediocre football at the expense of meaningful regular season football. And I just think that it's a little apples to oranges when you talk about other sports to college football.
It's also a slippery slope, Rob, just like in the NCAA basketball tournament. They're trying to expand more because more teams want in. If you have 24 teams in, Team 25 is going to want in. Team 26, so they're going to just keep expanding to make everybody happy. And at some point, we're going to get a 64 team college football playoff. We don't need that.
Yeah, I don't know that you'll get that.
I like the fact that we have it somewhat an exclusive club. You could kind of say that, and the regular season of college football has always meant more than any other sport. That's what made it great. West Virginia playing Pittsburgh back in the day. If West Virginia beats Pitt at home, they go to the national title game. They lose, and then they can't go to the BCS title. That stuff is great, and it makes history.
Yeah, exclusive club. Look, I get the argument. I get why someone would like that. I'm just saying that I really feels like in all sports there are too many teams in the playoffs in pretty much every sport, and we bitch about the idea of that. But then when we see those teams, we don't bitch about that.
Yeah.
So we watch the Chargers lay an egg. That team didn't belong in the playoffs. Of course, they were banged up. Yeah. But the Blazers weren't going anywhere. But it was great for their city. So more playoff teams, even though we bitch about the idea of it, is actually great on a lot of levels. Not all levels. I mean, your guys' points are duly noted. It's just you hear this all the time from people. It's like, oh, this is terrible and it's ruining the sport. You're gonna watch.
It's true.
It's-
I will.
we
watch.
all watch.
Even last year, Oklahoma and the CFP, they weren't going to win anything.
No.
But that crowd was electric when they played
Loved
Alabama.
it. Yes, loved that game.
And this is where I will push back to the Clarks and the Pates and all this. Dude, college football is going to be fine.
Wait, to the who's
the,
in the who?
the Josh Pates and the Kevin
Kevin Clark.
Clarks
Oh,
and
yes,
you know,
college football is
you know,
going to be. It's getting better.
Yeah, we're trying to sound the alarm bell, and
You know it, Steven. It's getting better.
and this is a little bit like, I mean, we talked about this in regards like the Blazers moving. Media members, there's nothing they love more than the panic flame.
Right.
We love that it's the
Right.
I got a microphone in front of me. What's the easiest thing to do? Exactly that. Let's get people to be angry and panicked. And we know, like, the statistics bear it out, like that there's research behind it. Fear is a greater motivator than pleasure.
100.
If you want to make someone pay attention, you make them angry and you make them scared. Yep. And so you do get a lot of these talking heads that do the everything is S and the only person that has the answer is me and you should listen to me. What is happening? Yeah. And so they're
Hundo
just
P.
Yeah, just whatever happens, whether it ends up being 24 or whether it ends up being 16, no matter what happens with the transfer portal, with NIL, it's going to be fine. The sport is still really good. The numbers back it up. People are showing up in droves. It's more popular than ever. It's the second most popular sport in America, and will
Turn
continue.
it off. I dare you. Turn it off. Because you're not going to.
Exactly.
And
I
by
got
the way,
bets to make.
that's right. We have bets.
What are you going to do on Saturday? Pay attention to your kids?
No.
You going to pay attention to your wife? Get out of here
And here's
with
the
that.
other thing. And P1 Scott brings up a great point. Nobody wants more teams in the playoffs until it's their team. And they're like, this is great.
Yeah.
I love this.
The Beavs are in. Yeah, I love it.
Fans. But you're so right about fear and anger. You just it's the lowest common denominator. It's easy to hop on here and just relate to that guy and get him to shake his fist in the air again.
Yes.
But it's just
It's a little silly.
it's absurd.
And yet it works, and so that's why people keep doing it. Like,
Well, you know what else works? More playoff teams in pretty much every sport because they keep expanding all of them.
yes.
When's the last time they contracted a playoff?
No, it doesn't happen.
I'd love to see it.
I would love to see it in the NBA.
It would be better.
Yeah.
It would be better. Everything would be better. If you shrunk it down. I mean,
Well,
baseball.
think like Major League Baseball. When
Baseball
they had 4
is-
teams in each.
Baseball's the one exception. That was. I think
They
that was.
needed to
They
expand
needed
it?
to expand
Are
because
there too many teams? Well, wait. There's too many teams in every playoff. Never
No,
mind.
I'll push back. I think baseball is the one sport that did it right with their expansion. Because back in the day, like you could get a team that wins 95 games, but if they're playing in the division with the Dodgers and the Dodgers win 98, that team doesn't get to go. And then meanwhile, the team on the other side of it wins 84, but they win the division. It's like, well, you're in. I mean, that happened. That used to happen back in the day.
But
and
they've
that,
expanded multiple times, though.
Yes.
So now you've added that extra wild
They've
card.
extra wild card.
So they've expanded 4 times.
Yeah.
The 69, 94, 2012, and 2022. You could argue you could have done without the 2022 one.
Probably. And I believe at the time I did argue that we didn't need that
Right.
series.
I'll pull the tape.
We always do.
I'm fairly.
Well, he's always going to argue. You do this every time. And again, I totally understand the opinion. I really do. It makes sense. We don't want a crappy-ass team in the playoffs. But the reality is, once we see them in the playoffs, we watch.
The reality is we've gone over again, so we need to shut up.
Oh, by 2 minutes, though. We're good. So, let's just shut up. Quit bitching.
I did. I just shut up.
What is it, Will Ferrell?
Are you raising your voice at me?
What's the Will Ferrell bit where he's all...
What?
Loud noises.
Loud noises? That's Brick, but it's a
No.
Will Ferrell movie.
Yeah.
I can't remember.
Hey, your Sabres are up 1-0.
Yeah, already?
Already.
Dude, we can't be stopped.
Sticking it to those
Sports.
Frenchies.
Dude, they shouldn't even be in the playoffs.
Well, actually, they were the number 1 seed, so
Get them out.
they actually
Get them out. That's not an exclusive club.
they were the number
Who is
1.
this Montreal team?
They were the number 3 seed.
They shouldn't have been in there either.
They're not even in our country.
There should be 2 teams in the NHL playoffs. It should be my Sabres and my Hurricanes. And the winner hoists the cup.
Those were both 1 seed, so
Well,
Colorado might have
see?
something to say about that.
I know my hockey.
You do.
Okay, enough bitching about people bitching. Coming up next, yes. Oh, no, we're on to In the News, aren't we?
Here we are.
Yeah, we got to get to In the News. Okay. Well, the Mac Club, they've announced when they're going to open. Well, no, they haven't.
They've hinted.
Yeah, they've kind of given us a little bit of a timeline about what things look
when
like.
we'd like to be open.
And we also go Primetime Spokane. We'll get to the Aaron Rodgers news in our next hour of radio broadcast here on The Fan.
From the George McCoy and Warren Allen Sports Desk, a Sports Center update on the Fan Sports Network, 105.1 FM and 1080 AM.
First on the Fan, round 2 NBA playoffs has some injury concerns going on. Philadelphia is taking on New York right now, midway through the first quarter. Philly's up by 3, but Joel Embiid, Philadelphia Star center, is out. He's out with ankle and hip injuries. And then the nightcap, Minnesota taking on the Spurs. Minnesota up 1-0 in that series. And Minnesota getting even healthier. Ayo Dosunmu, who averaged over 21 points a game in the first round, is available tonight for the T-Wolves. Milwaukee Bucks co-owner Jimmy Haslam said today that the team wants to resolve the Giannis Antetokounmpo future before next month's NBA draft. There will be no Triple Crown winner this year, as Kentucky Derby winner Golden Tempo will not run in the Preakness Stakes next weekend. Tigers pitcher Framber Valdez has been suspended 6 games for throwing at Trevor Story after giving up back-to-back home runs. And Astros shortstop Carlos Correa, he's going to miss the remainder of the season after tearing a tendon in his ankle. For more, I'm Stephen Vaughn from the George McCoy at Warren Allen Sports Desk. Don't call your mom. Call George McCoy at WarrenAllen.com.
This is
Please have you along. It's Isaac and Suk here on The Fan.
Well, my.
It is May 6, 2026. It is time now for In the News. I'm your Noted Newsman. Hello, thank you. Today is Wednesday. Very special day.
We love
Very
our
important
Wednesdays.
day. We do, yes. We're very good on Wednesdays.
But it's a special Wednesday.
A lot of people are saying.
A lot of people.
No,
They've said, oh my gosh, I've never seen a Wednesday like this.
right.
I mean, it's no play-in Tuesday, but, it's Sabre's Wednesday.
Sabre's Wednesday.
That's right.
Segment?
Sabre's Wednesday.
Yeah, Buck and I were texting back and forth today.
About your Sabres?
No. Interestingly enough, about our fearless leader. Did you hear his latest one?
I can't.
Oh, no, it's pretty mundane.
It's pretty much every day, though.
Oh, it's daily, yeah.
Yeah.
But he was saying something to the effect of, it's like by sea, by water, ocean, by sea. A lot of people don't know that. It's sea. Sea as in water, not sea like I can see.
I like the one where he said you can do calculations 2 different ways.
So he will say, so Buck and I's
Strategery.
our new theory about him, it's not a new theory, but
Working theory.
Our working theory about him is when he says, a lot of people don't know that. He is saying that because he just found out that very fact.
Like when I learned about what a tape measure is.
Yes.
It's a tape measure.
A lot of people don't know. A lot of people.
A lot of people did think it was a tape measurer. I stand by that.
Well, Mike Lynch did.
Yeah.
2 of the 3 on the 66.6% of this program thought it was a tape measurer. A lot of people don't know.
2-0 Sabres.
God dang, my guys. They cannot be stopped.
Sabres Wednesday.
And can I say that I love their uniforms?
Yeah, it's a great look.
It's a great look.
It is, and it's classic. They used to have abortion uniforms, and they've...
Whoa.
Yeah, it was that bad. They went back to the OGs.
That word alarms me.
What?
Make you
A lot
uncomfortable?
of people think that means.
A lot of people think
that means something it doesn't.
Yeah, look up when Buffalo changed their uniforms. They had banana slugs for a while. It was a weird time for all
Somebody
of us.
said skedaddle. You know the word skedaddle? That means skedaddle.
All right. Enough about
Focus.
your fearless leader.
Focus.
Today is National Beverage Day.
Oh, I love a good beverage.
Yeah. What's your favorite beverage?
Oh,
Non-alcoholic.
Non-alcoholic.
Yeah.
Oh God.
We don't drink here.
No, I would never. I believe that is going to be. That's tough, but I would say a nice flavored lemonade, like a prickly pear lemonade, or maybe a strawberry lemonade, fresh strawberry lemonade. God, that might be the most refreshing thing on the planet. You get the little pieces kind of chopped up in there. Oh, so good.
Now, as a non-drinker, Stevie Fire, what is your favorite beverage?
Well, I'm a big Coke Zero guy.
Yeah.
Coke Zero.
Yeah.
There
But
you go.
if we're going to go like a summertime drink, underrated, orange juice with mint in it.
Whoa.
Interesting.
Yeah.
You just blew my mind.
I'm intrigued.
Go for it.
The Coke Zero, by the way, is elite, but you need the Coke Zero vanilla.
Can I,
Game changer. You want the ball?
Well, no, not at all. Yeah, he was saying orange juice with mint. Could we add some vodka and have a great
We
drink?
definitely could, for sure.
I mean, not that we drink here.
When me and Coach Vaughn got married, we were going to the venue and like checking it out, and that's what they gave us. So I'm sure they probably.
Orange juice. So you just take some mint leaves and like kind of crush them up, like you're doing.
Yeah, just throw them in there and just kind of mix it around if you want to. Yeah.
So you're making like an orange juice mojito sort of thing.
It's delightful on a nice sunny day.
Interesting.
Now, yeah, all of a sudden,
Yeah, you can
I'm
add some
intrigued.
stuff.
I'm
if
gonna,
you
have
want
to,
intrigued.
I'm gonna have to text the BTJ. I'm like, why don't you grab some OJ and mint? We have the other component already at the house.
My favorite's Hawaiian Punch. You remember that crap?
I do remember that crap.
I was thinking about just being a kid and what we had to drink. You know, you kids, you're spoiled.
Dude.
We had OJ milk,
When I was a
chocolate milk,
when I was a kid,
and Hawaiian Punch.
I loved Sunny Delight.
Yeah, Sunny
So
D.
good.
I don't even know what is in Sunny Delight. There's anything
not
but
orange.
orange,
Yeah.
but got some purple stuff, some Sunny D, and they sold that to us as like a healthy alternative. It's like those kids were like out playing. They're like, "Oh man, we'll get some Sunny D," and the mom's like, "It's got a vitamin."
The OG one was like they had like Kool-Aid in the squeeze bottles.
Yeah.
Like the tall plastic squeeze.
Yeah, the
bottle.
gushers,
Yeah,
like, kinda, yeah.
Dude, those things were so unhealthy, but so good
You'd
as
rip
a child.
You'd rip the top off.
Yeah, and you kind
Like
of put it in there.
those are for the people that the Capri Sun wasn't quite bad enough for
Right.
you. So here
Those,
you go.
God, why did we like those?
because we were
Capri-
dumb kids.
You're dumb.
Here, drink this. Okay. God.
Now an
We
adult.
should have revolted over Capri Sun.
Now an adult Capri Sun. Homemade adult Capri Sun isn't bad.
Now, what is that? Just Capri Sun with vodka?
No, you get like you make like a slushy kind of thing out of it. You make your own little slushy with whatever flavor, and then you pour vodka, and then you know.
Basically, use that vodka.
So you being a yeah. So you being a Coke Zero guy, does that mean used to be a big Coca-Cola guy?
Like growing up, like my
regular
parents
Coke.
always had Pepsi or Coke
Yeah.
back in the day.
Were you a Coke guy or Pepsi guy?
My dad switched shockingly. In
Wow.
like the middle of his life, he's like he used to be a Pepsi guy, and then he tried a Coke, and he's like, "This is way better." And then he turned full flip.
I can go either way.
Pepsi Zero is pretty good too.
I have no
little
issue.
sweeter.
I have no issue going back and forth. But given my choice, I will take Coke. But if they have Pepsi, my buddy's dad, Liquor Rick, the great Liquor Rick, that man lives on Diet Coke, lives on it. And if you think for 1 second he'll tolerate a Diet Pepsi, S is about to get real.
My brother's like that.
Dude, it's hilarious. You sit down with him, like at a restaurant, and he'll fire off a Diet Coke and let it be like, "Oh, okay, Diet Pepsi, okay." The look on Liquor Rick's face, he may stab someone with a rusty hook
There's
over
been
that.
times where we're like, "Hey, we should go to this restaurant and eat," and my brother like, "Do they have Coke or Pepsi?"
Yeah.
And we're like, "I don't know." And, then
Right.
and he looks it up.
Yeah.
Yeah, like,
It
Pepsi. He's like,
means-
"I
Yeah,
don't
yeah.
want to go."
No.
Well, they're very different.
Yeah.
They
They
are
are.
very different.
But at the same time,
It's
to
why
me,
they asked.
It's in the family, but he won't.
No, I feel you.
The people that make that their hardline stance, it's fascinating.
Yeah, and they are hardliners.
Yes.
Like, don't even ask me that question, you son of a bitch.
I
I'm
thought,
out
How
of
dare
here.
you?
I thought about for his birthday getting him like a 48-pack, like the cube of Diet Pepsi, but I don't think.
We talked about old beer in Rob's fridge. That thing is not.
I don't think he could take it. I think it might kill him.
You should buy him so much Diet Pepsi that he can't not drink it. You know what I mean?
The frugalness of it.
Yeah, like if you bought him 75 cases of Diet Pepsi and put it in his garage,
What are you gonna do, Rick?
isn't he just gonna? What is he gonna turn that down?
God, I kind of want to see this.
He's got to drink it.
I feel like we've got a Christmas thing coming.
I'll throw a couple cases.
Just deliver a pallet of Diet Pepsi to his house.
Here you go, man. It's
Put
all
it
yours.
put it in the driveway and be like, "Hey, whatever you do with it."
It's on you now.
He'd drink it. It is also National Nurses Day.
Oh, shout out nurses.
Oh, hell yeah. They're the best.
Doing the Lord's work.
They deal with a lot of crap.
Yep.
They see people at their worst.
Oh, 100%.
We love you, nurses.
100%.
Okay.
I'm gonna have to Google nurse tonight.
Whoa.
Hey, it's National Nurses
Whoa,
Day,
Whoa, 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 whoa.
right? Doing
You're doing your part.
doing my part.
Celebrating them.
Bring home an outfit tonight, honey.
You are-
It's National Nurses
Yeah,
Day.
celebrate it, babe.
So someone says, if you call it the Mac Club, you're actually effectively saying Multnomah Athletic Club. Mm-hmm. Because
I know.
it's Mac Club. I know.
Everyone knows it is the Mac Club.
Right.
Dude, get off your high horse.
It's like
there.
RBIs.
Yeah.
Right. RBI.
Right.
I bet whoever is texting that in, I
Right,
bet
bet it ends.
I bet you're great at parties. Nice technicality.
Well, actually, bro.
Yeah, you're well actually guy. Well, actually.
Excuse me. They say they can open within weeks. They're hoping to open within weeks.
Yeah.
After the crazy guy. And they said basically if there was no water, the problem is the water damage from the fire hoses.
Oh yeah.
I would imagine.
Yeah.
Because
I'm guessing they have sprinkler systems too.
or sprinkler.
That
Yeah.
probably went off.
They said that's the problem.
Yeah.
He said if they didn't have, this is like the head of the Mac Club or something.
Yeah.
He said if they didn't have water damage, they'd be open on Monday.
Yeah. So Multnomah Mac, I mean, he's the spokesman. He said,
Multnomah Mac, yeah.
So what we're learning is don't have sprinklers.
And by the way, what was I going to tell you?
I don't know.
Oh, I know what I was going to tell you. It's a little rich reading the stories about how. I need to tread lightly here.
This is normally me. Like, well, how do I put this?
Well, this idea that the Mac Club being closed for a couple of weeks is really breaking apart their community. It's a little much.
Come on, Rob.
Like the guy was in there. He's like, this is really difficult time.
What is it really difficult?
We can't get together. We usually have 1,000 people for Mother's Day. What are we gonna do?
Wherever. So you're telling me the people that are paying for the Mac Club can't afford to go anywhere else. Something tells me they're going to be fine.
No, they're talking about finding an alternate venue.
Oh.
Because their community must be together on Mother's Day. I don't know. It's like, come on, man.
Yeah, no one has any sympathy for you, man. Stop it.
Yeah, they really. I mean, look, I get it. That's kind of inconvenient. I wouldn't call it difficult. You can't go run on your treadmill.
What is worse?
Run outside.
What is the worst of first world problems? What goes beyond that?
No kidding.
Take the temperature in the room there, Multnomah Mac. You're going to be fine.
The chef's probably fine. He can still make food.
I would hope so.
Primetime Spokane. We'll get to this coming up next. I don't know if you guys have seen this. This has made national news. And it's the video of the woman trying to run down the kid.
Yeah, that thing's bananas.
On a dirt bike.
Yeah. You had a real hot take, though, about this.
Yeah, I did.
Yeah.
I still do.
Which is very unlike you, by the way. I don't even know who you are anymore. What is happening? Exactly.
New clocks, new Rob.
Yeah.
We will get to that next on In the News here on The Fan. All right, welcome back. This is In the News here, May 6, 2026. The day after Cinco de Mayo. Did you get wasted, bro?
I did not. We did have tacos, though. It was white people taco night.
Yeah.
Actually, it was Japanese/white people/Korean taco night, but either way, it was taco night.
Do you want to know what I think of every time anybody mentions a taco? And I mean seeing a taco truck, seeing tacos on a menu, hearing you say that. Anytime a taco is mentioned, do you know what I think of?
LeBron doing Taco Tuesday?
Yes.
How did I know that? I went to I was like, what could he? And it just rang.
LeBron.
Taco Tuesday.
I always think about, anytime I hear taco, I always think about freaking LeBron James trying to claim Taco Tuesday.
He tried to trademark it.
Yes, as if he thinks he was the first to think of Taco Tuesday.
Well, the president thinks that he's the only one that's heard of the word sea, so, you know.
Not like sea.
S-E-A.
Like water.
Yeah, I don't know. Taco Tuesday! I do love a good taco, though. They were delicious. We had two kinds. We had the little, the crumble cheese.
I had street tacos from Zupans.
Oh. Did you take out a mortgage for those things?
It's only $10.
Oh, that's actually a deal. The Zupan's hot bar is delightful, but boy, it's
yeah, it can be.
You won't spend. Must be nice, Rob.
Well, it's nice.
Yeah.
You know, somebody's got to make some money around here. No, chicken taco and shrimp. They were delightful. And yes, the hot bar. Sometimes it's good. Sometimes you go over there and you're like, ooh.
Hit and miss. Yeah.
And then other times you're like, yeah. So we've got a viral video. This is in Spokane, and this is really wild.
It really is.
This woman, it's just a regular old neighborhood.
Yeah.
And this woman, this kid's riding looks like an e-bike.
Yeah, there's these new little things now where it's like, it's not a motorcycle, but it's not a scooter. Yeah, they're little kind of half and halves. They're electric motorbikes.
Yeah. And he said,
my buddy's kid has one, and they kind of rip ass. Like you can haul around on these things.
So this kid's driving around. He's got his little helmet on there.
Yeah.
And
he's probably being a little neighborhood punk. I mean, he's a street tough.
Yeah, that's true. There's an element of this we don't see. We don't know what he was doing.
Well, I'm sure he's being a little S-head, which, you know, you still can't.
Aren't they all?
You still can't run him over. It's insane.
She tried.
She tried.
Yeah. And it doesn't. What kind of car is that?
It's a little Ford Focus, it looks like. A little hatchback. Yeah.
So she turns around, she starts honking, and then she turns around in the middle of the street and jumps up on the sidewalk and starts chasing him down.
Yeah.
Look at the video. It's wild.
She is actively trying to run him over on a sidewalk.
Yeah, her name is Wendy Clementi.
Oh, boy.
She's 56.
Well, Wendy, you're in some trouble, Wendy.
They arrested her, shockingly.
Yeah.
Multiple charges, including first-degree attempted assault, DUI, and criminal trespass.
Well, you mean Wendy was drunk when she went on the sidewalk to try to run?
She wasn't sober?
To run a kid over?
She was not sober, and she says she doesn't remember a thing.
Ah, yes.
Well, good thing she's driving.
Yeah.
Right.
Well, I'll tell you what. First off, I told you those little e-bikes, dude, they haul. That kid hit the accelerator, he blew her away. Like, that's, you know.
Is that bad for the Ford Focus?
Well, no, dude, those bikes weigh nothing, and they go. You ever tried, you're not going to out-accelerate a motorbike, but, you know, at the same time, it's not the best look for the Focus. Give her credit, though. Being drunk as a skunk, she navigated that sidewalk pretty good. Didn't hit a tree, didn't hit the power box, didn't hit another car.
She stayed between the lines.
Stay between the lines.
Now, my hot take on this was I was a little upset at the woman filming it.
Yeah, this was, I don't know where you were going with this. Is a terrible take on your part.
Well, it's not
I think she was on her steps. Right?
Yeah,
like she was outside.
She was a neighbor. This wasn't the mom.
She was not in her house. She was actually outside.
And she just sits there and films it.
Well, what would you like her to do?
Well, I'd like her to try something, throw something at the car.
Jump in front of the car?
Yeah,
not jump in front of the car, but you gotta. The kid is about to be murdered in front of you.
Well,
you gotta try something.
She did.
That's not a crazy take. Yeah. No, she didn't. She's going, oh my god, and just filmed it the whole time. And by the way, at the end of the video, you can see other moms, real moms, running out into the street to try to do something. There's not a lot you can do.
Yeah, you notice they didn't get in front of that lady.
No.
Well, no, look, I'm not saying jump in front of the car. I'm saying you got to try to do something to save the little S-head kid.
She did by having her phone out. The phone is a tool.
First off, we have established, like, even in the Las Vegas, that mass shooting, people still film it. Everyone will, there is not an event horrific enough for people not to film it. So we just got to get over that. And
that's true.
It's just true.
That is true.
There's an active shooter trying to hunt you and murder you, and there are people peeking their head up to be like, well, I got to get this on camera. That's how stupid we are.
We're streaming this live on TikTok.
Yes, that is how dumb we are. There's people that, like, a grizzly bear is, like, approaching them, and they're like, well, I got to get my phone out and film this in case I get mauled to death.
A train's coming. I'm on the tracks.
Effing morons. But in this case, there's nothing she could do about it.
I think you got to throw something at the car.
Do you throw the phone? Like, bitch, and then you huck it?
That would be good video.
I need my iPhone. Maybe a rock.
A shoe?
A shoe. Yes.
Like, take your shoe off and whip it down?
Yeah, do something. You gotta, I don't know, you gotta distract the little lady.
It's tough.
Well, I'm not saying it's easy, but
think.
you gotta try.
Now, because the kid, before she flips and goes on the sidewalk, her and the kid have a little conversation. You know, the kid was like
Well, she probably hates the kid.
Well, yeah, he probably hit her with a DX suck it or whatever.
Nice driving, Grandma.
But I wonder, when he looks back and realizes that she is on the sidewalk and is gunning towards him, like, there's part of me that's like, I wonder if that kid was crapping his pants or if that kid was like, dumb bitch. Kids today are like, kids today are shockingly unafraid. I wonder if that kid thought that was the greatest thing ever. All of a sudden, he's Steve McQueen in The Great Escape. He's out of here.
He has a helmet on.
Yeah.
But I think you can see.
You see a little fear?
Yes.
Is there a little fear, Pete?
When he turns around, he's like, wait a minute, is that happening? You know, his stupid little kid brain isn't developed yet. So it took him a second.
That's why I'm wondering if the little kid brain was like, hell yeah.
No.
See, I feel like the kids, they aren't afraid until you start to do something and you call their bluff.
Bingo.
Then they get a little scared, like, oh, they're actually gonna do something?
Bingo. That kid was freaking out. And that's why he guns it.
I'm trying to find what Wendy looks like.
Would have been sick if he did like a jump off the curb.
In my head, I've got an idea of what.
Yeah, what if he popped a wheelie into the car?
See? Dude, that kid, that kid's at school the next day, like, showing everyone that video. It's like, check this out.
I made national news.
It is true. Like, every kid has the most unearned confidence in the world, but because no one can do anything to them. This goes back to my theory of the world would be a better place if you were allowed to punch people in the face every now and then. A kid has never faced any real consequence till Wendy went on the sidewalk and went all Dukes of Hazzard. And I just
Are you calling Wendy a hero?
No. I just want to know, in that moment, I want that kid to be interviewed. I want to find out if that kid was scared or if that kid was like, dude, this is totally going viral. I'm a badass. I'm trying to find out what Wendy looks like because in my mind, I have the photo, but like, I don't know. I want to see. But I don't think in Washington we can release mugshots.
Wendy Clementi told authorities she took her dog for a ride, searching for other dogs to socialize with. She noticed the homeowner's dog in a fenced yard and stopped. She apparently denied trying to enter the home and said she did not remember the earlier incident with the kid. Authorities say there were indicators that Clementi was impaired. She was later admitted to drinking alcohol. Yeah, so she actually tried. So that part of it is after she tried to run over the kid with that's caught on video.
With the focus.
She went to someone else's house and tried to break into the house.
Interesting.
She's claiming she just saw the dog and she just wanted her dog to play. Like, dude, come on, man.
Wendy, it might be time to go to meetings. Maybe. Just saying. Let's get some help. That kid, it's badass. Should have popped the wheelie, though. Flip the bird, pop the wheelie. Like, I'm out.
Well, I did see an interview with the mom.
Yeah.
Seemingly very normal, concerned mom. I think we could learn a lot if we saw an interview with the kid.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I want to know.
We need to see that.
I want to know if this is a punk teen. Like, how old was he? He was like 12, 13?
He looks maybe 11, 10, 11.
Look, I'm not saying it's ever okay to try to run over a 12-year-old, but I think we've all wanted to run over a 12-year-old. And I think we need to hear from the kid to find out where he ranks.
What he said.
Yeah. That being said, don't run over kids. It's not good.
Oh, that being said.
Don't do that. That was for you.
But with that being said.
That being said.
You can't win this way!
I think that's all we have time for, Jace.
Probably.
In the news, May 6, 2026, it is brought to you by the Advocates, injury attorneys at advocateslaw.com. Hey, we finally have gotten to the top news of the day. And that is, so Steven and I have decided to name the Portland Fire's tanking escapades. We've decided to name it the Fire Drill.
Oh, well, the fire drill is in full effect. This is amazing.
Correct.
Yes.
They are all in. Take notes on the Fire Drill. Next.
George McCoy and Warren Allen Sports Desk, a Sports Center update on the Fan Sports Network, 105.1 FM and 1080 AM.
First on the Fan, some Game 2 in the NBA injury updates. 76ers center Joel Embiid did not play today in the Knicks-Philadelphia series. Knicks up 1-0 in that series. Currently, Philadelphia up by 3 midway through the second quarter in that one. Then later on tonight, Timberwolves taking on the Spurs. T-Wolves up 1-0 in that series, but the Timberwolves will be getting healthier. Ayo Dosunmu, he is active. He averaged over 21 points a game for Minnesota in round 1. Milwaukee Bucks co-owner Jimmy Haslam said that the team wants to resolve the Giannis Antetokounmpo future before next month's NBA draft. There will be no Triple Crown winner this year, as Kentucky Derby winner Golden Tempo will not be running in the Preakness Stakes next weekend. Tigers pitcher Framber Valdez has been suspended for 6 games for throwing at Trevor Story after giving up back-to-back home runs to the Red Sox last night. And the Astros shortstop Carlos Correa, he is going to miss the entire remainder of the season after tearing a tendon in his ankle. I'm Stephen Vaughn from the George McCoy at Warren Allen Sports Desk. Don't call your mom. Call George McCoy at WarrenAllen.com.
Welcome back. Hope you're having a juicy little Wednesday. We are your sportsmen. My name is Isaac. Hi. Big Sukes right over there.
Oh, dude.
Look at him.
Feeling a little
Sitting
credence.
there.
Feeling a little credence right now.
Little CCR. And we've got Stevie Fire. That is where we begin with headlines here. The Fire have made 2 trades today. My Fire.
Dude, there's tanking and then there's this. The Fire plan is devious, and I'm all about it.
Well, as we've long said here, if you're going to tank hard.
Yeah.
It's the only rule of tanking.
Yeah, don't hokey pokey this.
That's
one
right.
foot in, 1 foot out.
This is the ultimate fire drill.
Yes.
Yeah, so we're calling it the Fire drill.
Go all in.
We all know what's happening. They're not going to win a lot of games this year, but you should still turn out and support them. And the number 1 pick next year is there's 2 players that are like...
It's going to be Juju.
That are huge names.
It'll be Juju. The other gal's just huge. She can't move.
But she's 7'4".
She's 7'4".
She's 8 feet tall. And it's going to be awesome.
She cannot... I don't think it matters. She's just... It's like planting a mighty oak in the middle of the lane and like go around it. You can't.
So the Fire are building this thing brick by brick.
Yeah.
Literally. By bricks.
Angel Reese style bricks.
Yes. So they have made 2 trades, and the first one is, and now these are both players that they drafted in the expansion draft.
Yeah.
They took Chloe Bibby, no relation to Mike or Henry.
No.
She's Australian, by the way. They took her, and they have traded her to the Phoenix Mercury in exchange for the rights to Julia Ayrault.
Now, I saw this come across my timeline today, and my first thought was, what? Because like she was like thanking Portland. And I'm like,
who was?
The Chloe.
Already?
Yeah. I was like, what is happening?
I don't think you need to thank
It's like you
Portland.
just
You played 1 preseason.
Yeah, you had 1 preseason game. Like, what is happening?
Just go.
And then I dug a little further into what was going on, and I was like, oh.
Wait, what's going on?
Oh,
so Julia.
This is great.
So Julia played at Michigan State, but she is not in the WNBA.
No.
She actually works at a golf course pro shop in Detroit. And she will be headed out to your Portland Fire.
You can't make this up. She's the assistant golf pro at a place.
She's a golf pro?
Yeah, she's the assistant golf pro.
Yeah, but she's a golf pro.
Assistant.
Well, okay, but that's a golf. Like she's past she's an actual golf pro.
That's what it said.
Like she can give me lessons and play for my Fire.
Is she?
Evidently.
I don't know that. I don't know if that's true. I think she just works in the shop.
According to her LinkedIn page, she's the assistant pro shop manager.
Yeah,
so not the golf.
that's
Not a
different.
golf pro.
That's different. Yeah,
She's not even a pro.
The golf pro can take
She's a
you out on
manager.
the range and give you lessons.
Assistant to the regional manager.
I was
orders
excited there
merch,
for a
dude.
minute.
She orders hats. Okay, and she's probably damn good at it.
That's who we're getting.
If I know Julia.
The Country Club of Detroit. Now, I need to look this up. Is that a prestigious country club?
You know, my daughter-in-law's from Detroit. I'll text her. What's it called?
It is just called the Country Club of Detroit.
Okay. I'm on it.
I just loved that the post was "Thank you, Chloe Bibby." Huh?
Thank you for your service.
Thank you for your service. You've been trained. How does it feel to get dealt for a pro shop manager? Assistant pro shop manager.
Yeah, the main manager wasn't available.
Ryan Clark, by the way, he was the one that had it, and he was like, the pro shop manager, whatever her name is, it's like it's not clear what the plans are about bringing her in.
Well,
she may stay. They may make her an offer. She's like, you know what? I think I'm gonna have to stay at the country
Got
club of
offered full
Detroit.
time by the club. I'm gonna stay.
What do we do? The fire drill is fantastic. So just be prepared.
I just want you to
not
know.
going to win a lot of games.
Well, yeah. Come on. This is how you tank. This franchise is brilliant. By the way, they're already running circles around the Blazers, and they've only been here for like 6 weeks.
Won't someone think of Chloe though?
So, what was I going to say?
I got some facts about the Country Club of Detroit.
Okay, yeah. She just got back to me. So she's phoning a friend on this one. She needed the lifeline.
Well, back in 1954, Arnold Palmer won his first USGA title, Country Club of Detroit.
I'm liking this trade more and more.
Wow.
Can I get my Lashify jersey with this gal's name on
The
it?
course hosted the U.S. Senior Amateur in 2021.
Yeah, all right. Well,
Rob doesn't seem excited about Julia.
I'm not excited about. I'm excited about Julia. I am not excited about the U.S. Senior Amateur. I can tell you that.
Let's see what old Julia has going on.
But the Fire, they scour the country for talent. Like they don't.
No stone is unturned.
No stone is unturned.
No.
They go to golf shops.
We got some German gal who averaged 1 point at the University of Florida, and now we've got a gal who apparently is, like you said, is ordering some discount sounds about slacks for
Was
a
she
country
checking
club.
golf balls across the room into garbage cans?
I can only hope when she dunks on fools in the WNBA, she does the little Johnny Carson golf swing as her celebration.
I don't think she's dunking.
That would be a great celebration.
I don't think that's
even like she hits a 3-pointer.
Yeah,
little putt.
Hit a 3, hits a little.
That's her and one is the putt.
Yeah.
She is 6'2". She's a 6'2" guard.
I told you.
She's tall.
Dude, she's gonna light this league up in 3 years. She's got to get her feet wet.
Got to figure this out a little bit. You know,
she has to work Monday through Friday, so.
Right. We'll only have her for weekend games, but
it's her time off. It's like,
she's only an assistant. I mean, her hours aren't great.
God.
I love when we're making there's no bones about what's happening with the Fire. I love
the
it.
other trade is let's see, what's her name? Maya Caldwell. She has been dealt to the Minnesota Lynx with an X.
She dealt for a Topeka waitress.
No.
I believe she worked.
Let me tell you
I
something.
believe she worked at Perkins.
I am from Kansas. You want no part of any waitress in Topeka.
I think you do.
She worked at the Bullwinkle's batting cage.
I think the amount of toughness that a waitress from Topeka is going to bring to the Portland Fire, that's the sort of...
I'm with you. You need a little toughness,
I need
a little
some
grittiness.
physical. And when you're a waitress in Topeka, you know that you've got some center mass. You're not moving her out of the paint.
Head on a swivel.
Does
Exactly.
the WNBA test for meth?
That's a recreational drug. Could be performance enhancing. I don't know.
All right.
The Portland Fire.
My Fire. So the fire drill is in full effect.
Yeah.
They're going for it. They got this golf shop gal, and they got a 3rd-round pick from the Lynx.
And a waitress to be named later. If that Michigan State gal comes, I think we should get her on the show. I that's the hard-hitting interview we need. We're home of the Fire.
Listen, I know how that's going to go.
Yeah, it's not good.
It's not.
Hey, you
gonna
watch
be good.
TGL Tuesday or?
Hey, did you see too that the Fire gave us a Willamette?
No, what?
Yeah, I'll send Steven the clip.
Yeah,
No
I
way.
saw that.
Do you have it? Yeah.
Let me pull it up real quick.
Yeah.
We got time.
So
You're
they were
kidding.
No, they were doing the new players who had just got to Portland, and they were asking them to pronounce obviously various things.
Oh, okay.
Cooch, couch, all that. You know, what do you? Oh,
I
settle
know.
down
Well,
over there.
God,
And of course,
a little alarming.
you know, the Willamette may have come up.
So somebody pronounce it that way? They asked them to pronounce the river?
It's kind of a new version of Willamette, but it's in the Willamette family. We actually have a new way to say it.
Lake Oswego.
Yeah, it's kind of like a Lake Oswego.
All right,
The look on her face, by the way.
So this is a little unfair. So these people, they just moved
They
here.
just moved here.
Yeah, so
they have no idea what's going on, and they just get, you know, like, hey.
Well, doesn't everyone, when they first get here, think it's the Willamette?
Well, I would think so.
I mean, I remember I did that. My aunt had to correct me on that one.
Yeah. But it's always
Of
fun
course,
to...
no one corrected C.J. McCollum ever, but...
No. Well, dude, I'm forever indebted to CJ because he has changed my life that I will only call it the Willamette. But it's fun to kind of, hear someone's take on it. I had a call with an insurance agent today, and I always like when they're like, you can whenever someone's trying to pronounce my name when it's in front of them, there's always the pause. They're like, Mr., and then I can see their brain working.
Yeah.
And it's fun to see what they're going to kick out.
Skukenik.
Same sort of thing when you're staring at the Willamette. It's fun to see, if you've never seen that word, what are you coming up with?
So this is two players on the fire. They're being asked a couple different ones. Aloha is another one that they asked about. So here we go.
Couch Street. Couch.
It's
Hey! Couch Street. I knew it. Willamette Valley. Willamette.
Let me say a little bit Frenchy. Willamette Valley. It was close.
Yachts.
Yeah, chats. I was like, yeah, chats. That doesn't even sound good. Aloha.
You're the first person to get that one correct then.
Ditches River.
Deschutes River.
Okay. Yeah. Ditches.
I'm a local at this point.
Multnomah.
Yes!
Yeah. Nice.
Multnomah. No. Multnomah Falls.
That's 3.
3 me.
That's great.
Yeah, we got Willamette.
Yeah, Willamette Valley.
Yeah.
That is a great bit.
It's good times.
That's a good bit.
Yes.
Because a lot of these, a lot of the girls are from other parts of the world.
I think the girl that hit the Willamette, I think she's Australian.
She's Australian, yeah.
Was that Chloe Bibby?
That was not
So
Chloe.
they give her the... They
booted her after guessing wrong.
Chloe was not allowed to guess. She was already in the works. I mean, that big waitress trade was already, there was... Wheels were turning, so we didn't let her out there.
Have we had this conversation about Cooch Street, though? Like, what? Can't it just be Couch Street? Makes me uncomfortable.
Yeah, it's a little...
It made Rop uncomfortable.
Yeah. Well, the word cooch is not a good word.
No, it's not. It's just...
And only people in Portland know it as a street.
Right.
That's problematic.
I feel like we need to change this.
Couch Street.
It needs to be
Make
Couch
that
Street.
your platform.
Oh, no.
We need to take it to goes to the ways and means of a committee. Let's get it there.
You can't change the coocher. It's staying right where it's at.
It's uncomfortable every time.
Have we officially gone back to 39th? Have we dealt with we got other street problems that we're dealing with. We got to deal with Cesar Chavez before we deal with anything involving the coocher. Oh, by the way, in the street wars, I was telling you about the street men that have gone subterranean off of like 118th. Mm-hmm. The city has fought back now, and I saw the street men today in like there was a Ways and Means committee today. So over by where I work out, they're doing street work, and they dug this big hole down in the street. I'm assuming you can get down to the sewer, and the street men were hanging out down there. And so the city came and they put like a metal plate over it. That didn't stop the street men. They just opened that up and went down in there again. The city has now responded by putting 2 extra, like 3/4 inch steel plates. And then, like those concrete kind of median dividers, they got one of those on top of it. So when I was leaving today, there's a whole community of street men that live over there. And there was about 4 or 5 of them that were all they were just circling, and they didn't know what to do. Clearly, they want to be underground. I don't know why, but like some of them were kind of pushing on the barrier. One of them actually like bent down as if he was gonna lift like the steel plate up, and I'm kind of excited to see how this goes about because the city thinks that they have struck a deadly blow in the battle of the Ninja Turtle streetmen, and something tells me over the next 2 to 3 days, the streetmen are not going to take this defeat lightly.
You don't know why they want to go underground. If I'm a streetman, I am going straight underground.
Why? What? I kind of want to ask them, hey, what's underneath there? Why are we?
Where else are you going to go?
Well, it's protection. It's
no one else is going
It's
down
your
there.
own place.
Is it like prime real estate under there?
Well, in Vegas they have those underground tunnels.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
they've taken those over.
They've taken them over.
Whole communities under there.
Apparently, yeah. Like there's like a president under there.
Yeah,
waiting list to get down there.
it's a thing.
Yeah.
That was like
exclusive.
You got to sign up.
Very exclusive.
It's like the Mac Club. Is this the Mac Club for the streetmen?
Underground sewers.
I don't know how they're going to
got a gym
remove
down there,
like
bar.
a concrete barrier and then fork up like a couple different steel plates, but I'm just every day now when I drive by there, I'm going to keep an eye out because I feel like they're not going to you can't just put something up and expect them to be like, well, we're defeated. They've got nothing but time and energy on their hand.
Well, the rocks, they put the big rocks down.
Yeah.
That doesn't, it works.
Yeah.
But I've seen them pitch tents. I've seen them sitting on the rocks.
Yeah.
Idea, based on what we're talking about here.
Yeah.
Perhaps solving the streetman issue,
Mm-hmm.
can we just concede the underground?
Oh.
Can we just give it to them?
Well, there is an element to
Then they wouldn't want it, though.
Every time, yeah, that's true.
That's fair.
Because every time we try to put them somewhere or give them a place, then everyone gets mad.
You can have it. Just don't bust any pipes.
Well, again, no one wants to put them anywhere because it's by other people. And I like what you're thinking, but I've already come up with a better solution and no one will take me up on it. Hello, the sea. Have we thought about the Willamette?
What kind of sea, though?
People think sea and they're
See
like,
with
no,
my
it's sea with your
eyes,
eyes. But I like
a water, ocean.
I do like, well, what about the Shanghai tunnels?
Well, that's what I mean. Like, let's concede the underground.
Well, I don't know if they want to be there, but this group
We're not really
over off of 118th, they want to be down there, and they're not going to be deterred. And I think that is a determined group that will find a way to get underneath there. And I'm not going to lie, I'm here for it.
I
wanna
love
see
the Souk Streetman update.
It's so
the
bad.
favorite part of the day.
I can't. They fascinate me. They really do, because they're the ingenuity. Like clearly, if they could just put the ingenuity that they have to good use, they've got nothing to lose, and so they're willing to take chances.
See, Isaac, I like your idea. I just think if you told them, "Hey, this is yours now," they wouldn't like it. You'd be like, I don't want
You can't
this.
give them anything.
Right.
They don't want that.
They want to take
They
it.
want to take it.
Yes.
Okay, so let's not give it to them. Let's pretend to defend it.
Right.
And then lock them in down there.
False defense mechanism.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And they're like, haha, we won.
Lock
oh,
'em-
no,
yeah.
you won.
I don't know if we can lock them down
Stay
there.
down there.
Oh,
That's
That seems
terribly
a little
insensitive.
awful.
That seems bad.
Terrible.
By the way, my sources are in. Country Club of Detroit, they are saying very high on the fancy scale.
Oh,
So
there's no way she's coming here then. You're not pulling her out of that.
Portland's the winner of the trade, though.
Assistant pro shop manager? She's not leaving.
from
that
a
place.
very nice country club.
Nah,
She's in line for a raise and a promotion.
She's staying put. She probably got free green freeze out there.
Did you like the
making
show
tips.
Beef? Remember we talked about Beef?
Which one was Beef?
The first season, it was a really weird show.
Oh, that was the one with the Asian comedian.
Correct. Ali Wong.
Ali Wong. Yes,
Yes.
I thought Beef was great.
Season 2 is out.
Oh.
And I've begun.
How did they make a season 2 of that?
Well, it's a completely different.
Oh.
It's just Beef, but a totally different
So it
scenario.
doesn't have Ali Wong.
Completely different people. It's set at a country club.
Oh, that's
a very fancy country club.
That's a good
and they,
place
And
for
they
that.
all blackmail each other. It's so far,
right.
early returns are pretty good. Pretty good.
I like how we somehow we ended up there. I'm here for it.
That's on Netflix.
That was a
Okay.
good show.
Yeah, it was. The first season was actually really good. Okay, so there's your headline. The Portland Fire have traded for an assistant pro shop manager from the Country Club of Detroit. It is all working in our favor to land Juju.
The fire drill is on.
Yeah.
The fire drill is on.
You should do yourself a favor though. Go and look up video of that 7'4" Chinese gal.
What's her? Why do we? Can we get a name at least?
I don't know how to pronounce it. I don't.
What do they
Looked
call
it
her?
up yesterday. Darn it.
Just
What do they call her?
she's
Jane.
Zhang Zhu maybe.
Yeah, Zhang Zhu.
All you need
How
to
do you-
know
can you spell-
is that is a real photo.
Yeah, I've seen it.
Ziyiu.
Dude, I don't care that she
Zhang
can't
Ziyu.
move. I want her here. I want her here. Let's go. I would pay to see her.
We have other headlines coming up next. We
Focus.
The fire got us, and then Streetman.
Fire drill.
We have one reporter talking about what he's hearing about the Blazers coaching search. That and other headlines are coming up next.
Now, from the George McCoy and Warren Allen Sports Desk, a Sports Center update on the Fan Sports Network, 105.1 FM and 1080 AM.
First on the Fan, 76ers center Joel Embiid is not playing tonight for Philadelphia. He was out with ankle and hip injuries. Knicks are up 1-0 in the series, but at halftime, good little game. Philadelphia up by 1 over New York. Later on, Timberwolves taking on the Spurs. Minnesota's got a 1-0 series lead in that one. And they will get guard Ayo Dosunmu back. He averaged over 21 points a game for the T-Wolves in round 1. Milwaukee Bucks co-owner Jimmy Haslam said today that the team wants to resolve the Giannis Antetokounmpo future before next month's NBA draft. There'll be no Triple Crown winner this year, as Kentucky Derby winner Golden Tempo will not run in the Preakness States next weekend, saying that the races are too close to one another. Tigers pitcher Framber Valdez, he's been suspended 6 games for intentionally throwing at Trevor Story after giving up back-to-back home runs. Houston Astros shortstop Carlos Correa, he's going to miss the remainder of the 2026 season after tearing a tendon in his ankle. I'm Stephen Vaughn from the George McCoy at Warren Allen Sports Desk. Don't call your mom. Call George McCoy at warrenallen.com.
All right, very pleased to have you here. A couple of other headlines we got to go over here on the Fan.
I'm just watching Zhang Zhu highlights right now.
I've been in a little bit of a Zhang Zhu.
Dude, I want her here in Portland. I know Juju's gonna sell tickets, and we love Juju, and she's
really good.
But God, I want 7'4" Zhu. Let's do it. She can't jump. She doesn't really have to.
Somebody said we ought to name her the Bigger Tariff.
Yes.
Think of that power couple.
Oh, God. Can they please go halvesies on a baby? Let's make that happen. I think she would dominate him. She's bigger than he is. Tell you that right now.
Soft.
Yeah. Plus, I've moved on from he's no longer the big tariff. He's the big white flag. She could be the big tariff.
She could.
He's the white flag.
Could we do something with the ZZ? Like ZZ, instead of ZZ Top?
Yeah. We'll have to.
ZZ Hot?
Noodle with something?
She's our ZZ Hot. They probably wouldn't like that too much, would they?
I need her here, though. I need her in that Lashify jersey. Let's make it happen, Portland.
Sam Amick is a NBA reporter, and he had a couple little nuggies on the coaching vacancies in the NBA today.
Yes. Because we kind of have one, maybe, sort of.
Yeah, I mean, we do.
We have an interim.
Well, he says that the Blazers are casting a wide net with their coaching search. There could be close to 20 candidates, and there is no timetable for hiring a coach.
I love how we went from all the media people being just beyond livid that they had the nerve to talk to other coaches to now being like, yeah, they should probably talk to other coaches.
It went from, they're going to have to get like a high school coach or something.
To now like, no, they're looking at a lot of people.
They're looking at everybody. Oh, it's weird.
Can't believe they're doing this to Tiago. He's an interim guy, so yeah, you should probably look around and see what else is out. You can't win this way! See what else is out there.
What about ZZ Tall?
That's not bad.
Yeah. It's all right.
It's fine. It's not bad.
Yeah. I don't know if that's the permanent one, but,
For now.
Yeah.
Once we get her here, then we'll figure it out.
Well, you got, and it's Zhu, right?
Zhang Zhiyu.
We got to figure out the exact pronunciation, and then maybe there's a play on those words too. But we got to start a campaign to get her here now.
Try it again, please.
Because
I think they're doing a pretty good job of that on their own.
Well, the push is going to be for Juju, and we need to push back.
The fire drill is not for Juju.
I mean, Juju is going to be great and probably like a Hall of Famer, but she's not 7'4".
I don't want that.
She's not.
I don't want it.
She's not Chinese. Let's go.
Do you remember the Draft the Stash campaign?
I do remember the Draft the Stash campaign.
Yeah, well,
Adam Morrison.
Yeah, who was the?
They got LaMarcus.
It was LaMarcus and Brandon, I think.
Yeah, that was the LaMarcus draft.
Yeah,
Ooh.
Yeah,
that didn't age well.
They wanted Adam Morrison.
Well, no,
I did.
Well, Gavin and I did.
Yeah,
we
you
both
wanted
did.
him too?
Yeah, dude.
Yes!
Adam Morrison's my guy. When I was in college, I had a shirt with Adam Morrison's face on it. It was just his face, a big giant shirt. With his floppy hair and his mustache.
Yeah, Adam Morrison was good in college.
He was great.
He was great. We all fell for it. We had this big draft the stash campaign on our Saturday show. Gavin Dawson and I. We wanted the stash.
Yeah.
And boy, couldn't have been more wrong. But maybe the Zhang Zhu campaign that we're starting here is our draft the stash.
Could be. Yeah, that
we
draft.
could even call it that.
Draft the stash.
So that was Bargnani went 1 in that draft to the Raptors. And then LaMarcus, then Morrison went 3. Tyrese Thomas, Sheldon Williams, Brandon Roy, Rudy Gay was in that draft, JJ Redick.
But didn't the Blazers trade up to get LaMarcus?
I think they traded up to get Brandon.
Yeah, they traded for Roy. They traded that was Sebastian Telfair, wasn't it? No.
They made a move to get. I don't remember if they moved up to get LaMarcus and then Brandon was their pick.
They traded to get LaMarcus.
Okay.
From the Bulls.
Yes. Okay. So I'm looking here. There is a
right. Sergei Monia.
Yeah. So they traded.
Kriapa. It was either Victor Kriapa or Sergei Monia was part of that deal.
Yeah, it was the Chicago Bulls from the New York Knicks traded to Portland, and then the Timberwolves made the Timberwolves pick was supposed to be at 6, and we got that, and then we ended up with Roy. By the way, had Brandon stayed healthy, that's a hell of a draft. To get LaMarcus and Brandon Roy in the same draft, that had potential to be the greatest moment in Blazer history.
It's almost as if Kevin Pritchard was actually pretty damn good.
Yeah, get him out of here. He took too much credit.
True story.
What else?
Victor Kriapa, that was it.
Yeah.
Tyrese Thomas and Kriapa for LaMarcus.
Tyrese Thomas, that's right.
God,
sheesh.
Bless America.
Good little deal.
Pritch slap.
The lowest coach salary, by the way, in the league currently, as pointed out by Sam Amick, because he had to bring up the discount Dundon thing.
Well, aren't none of those things public? Isn't that all just kind of rumor?
Well, he's saying that it's $2 million, Doug Christie, Sacramento. So if a discount Dundon wants to lowball, you'd have to go under $2 million.
Okay. Steve Kerr making 17.5.
And Doug Christie sucks as a coach.
Yeah.
When was the last good coach the Kings had?
Mike Malone.
Yeah.
Oh, they did have Mike Malone.
They fired him.
Well, it's always weird because like some coaches like Steve Kerr, $17.5 million. I get it. Steve Kerr, Hall of Fame coach, won a bunch of titles. You paid him $17.5 million to reside over that gong show in Golden State. It's almost like if you have a really expensive coach but crappy players, you don't win. Spoelstra got paid $15 million. Did you get $15 million out of Eric Spoelstra with the crappy ass Miami Heat?
2 plans.
Doc Rivers got paid $11. How'd that work out? Ime Udoka got paid $12 in Houston.
They were horrible.
Like, look, I get the idea that you don't like. I don't want a guy to be like hiring someone simply because they're cheap. But I think we just kind of proved that paying a bunch of money doesn't guarantee jack S. It just doesn't. There's a lot of coaches making a lot of money to coach crappy teams and do a bad job.
I don't want your life.
The Detroit Pistons were an absolute mess. And didn't they give Monty Williams like $70 million?
Yeah, something crazy like that.
To come be their coach?
Because he was coming off the Suns where they made the finals.
How's that?
It's so true. I mean, these hires, they happen and we're like, good hire, bad hire, and you'd never know.
No.
A lot of it has to do with their roster.
Yeah.
And, you know.
Yeah, if you end up hiring someone that's $2.5 or $3 million that you haven't really heard of,
like Mark Daigneault with the Thunder.
Yeah.
No one knew who he was.
Yeah.
Nick Nurse, when he was with the Raptors, no one knew who he was.
Well, and I heard this, who was on with Dirt and Sprague today? Oh, God, why am I drawing a blank? The NBA writer, used to be the GM, the assistant GM in Brooklyn.
Bobby Marks.
Bobby Marks. Yeah, I like Bobby Marks. Bobby Marks does a great job. And they were like, and he kind of brought it up, and I was a little kind of scratching my head because he was like, well, let's say you pay a guy $2 million or whatever, and he ends up being successful. They're like, well, he'll just leave to take a better job. And I'm sitting there being like, well, if you pay a guy $2 million because no one's heard of him before, and then he leads your team to the Western Conference Finals, wouldn't you assume at that point that then you would pay him not $2 million? You would pay him commensurate with something else. Like we're making this assumption that if Dundon hires someone that you've never heard of, and you pay him $2 or $3 million, and then he does a bang up job, that Dundon's going to be like, well, that's all I'll ever pay you. And by the way, if that happens, and then you let the coach walk, by all means, rip him to shreds. But that was literally something that was said today.
Because in theory, if you pay cheap for a coach and then they start winning, you make more money because you're winning.
Yeah.
So you can spend that money on your coach because he's good.
It was very confusing to me. And you can look up and down. Jason Kidd makes $10 million a year. And I totally get why someone would look at that and be like, wait, I'm paying Jason Kidd $10 million to coach the Dallas Mavericks. What the hell am I getting for my $10 million? JJ Redick, $10 million. What am I getting out of 10? I get why someone looks at that and says, dude, if that's the going rate, yeah, I'll take a chance on someone to see if I can find kind of the diamond in the rough and not pay him $10 million.
I think there are some people that are going to look at this and scoff. But
it's just weird, this notion that this is what you have to pay someone because that's what the Dallas Mavericks pay Jason Kidd. Okay. Now, again, if you get someone that's successful and then you choose to let him go because you don't want to pay the freight, that's crap. If Denny Avia is on the greatest contract in NBA history, if Denny comes up for a max deal in 2 years and you decide that you don't want to pay an all-NBA player because you don't want to pay him, that's horse crap. But not wanting to pay someone that you don't know who they are or pay someone for mediocre performance, that's not cheap. That's actually, in my mind, that seems to be somewhat smart.
So now on the new clocks, we're naming our segments. We have the Frank Gay segment. We have the Points Gobbler.
I love the Frank Gay segment, by the way.
Now, this past segment here, I had in my notes to call it the Duck Bulge, based off of Mandrake and your RoboDuck commentary yesterday.
Yeah.
How do we feel about that? that was your Duck Bulge.
I don't know. I think we have to farm. Are we a fan of the Duck Bulge?
It's fine. Because initially I thought yesterday was the duck meat. Duck meat?
Yeah, duck meat.
Duck meat.
See,
Yeah.
I feel like we could do better.
It feels
We'll go back to the work.
It feels a little clunky.
We'll go back to the workshop.
Yeah. I mean, Frank Gay is Frank Gay. I mean,
that is.
Duck
the services
Bulge
are so good.
Legendary.
Yeah,
Multnomah Mac, Kamiko. All right, up next, a segment we'll call For the Day, the Vagina Monologues on the Fan. All right, tonight in the Vagina Monologues, we have the surprise team trying to land Aaron Rodgers. This is something we teased earlier, didn't have time to get to it.
Why is any team trying to land Aaron Rodgers?
Well, I just think the word is desperation. You know?
Yeah.
I mean, they're saying, so it's kind of a weird situation, again, where the Steelers don't know if Rodgers is going to go back to Pittsburgh.
I feel like we've seen this before.
He is a free agent. Now the GM of the Steelers is saying, "Hey, we've been in contact with him."
Yeah.
But they did that weird tag thing on him.
What tag was it?
It was a seldom used tag.
Yeah.
Where basically they have the rights.
It gives them a little bit more. If he signs somewhere else, it gives them a little bit more in return.
Right of first refusal tender. It's like a transition tag.
And if it's after training camp starts, I believe there's something that goes with it.
It secures a $15 million potential contract for Rodgers, and it guarantees they get a comp pick if he were to leave.
Comp pick, there you go.
There you go.
So they could go get Sorsby.
Yeah, I mean, you'd have a third or fourth round if he enters the supplemental draft. You'd have it's a bidding process, but you would have. I mean, in theory, you could get an extra pick to throw at him.
Well, anyway, they wouldn't put that tag on him if they didn't think there was a chance he would go somewhere else.
Sure.
Right?
Yeah.
So apparently the team that's trying to lure him is the Arizona Cardinals.
Ugh.
And, of course, that's Mike LaFleur.
Yes.
And, of course, he has a relationship with Aaron Rodgers.
Yeah.
They just hired LaFleur. They have 4 quarterbacks there. Can you name them?
And none of them are any good. Well, they got Jacoby Brissett.
Yep.
Who, despite what everyone will try to do every year, him and Josh Dobbs are the ultimate. For 1 week, people try to tell you that he's good. And then a week later, they will show you that they're not. So I know when they're going in, they had Brissett and they had Minshew. And then they drafted, who did they draft? They drafted.
Come on, man.
Come on.
Top of the second.
Who did they draft?
Or maybe
Top of the third.
Third, yeah.
National championship game.
Oh, they drafted Carson Beck.
Carson Beck.
Thanks. I don't know if that was the national title game. I was like, oh.
You're also forgetting that they have Keaton Slovis.
How dare you?
And we will not take this Keaton Slovis slander.
Well, look, it's the worst quarterback room. Well,
ever?
Jets.
Oh.
I was gonna say it's the worst quarterback room in the NFL.
What is is it?
It's bad. It's all kinds of stinky. I mean, there's not a legitimate.
Well, I'm trying to go through. I mean, see, this is where the backup quarterback game comes in handy.
So the Jets.
The only one would be the Jets.
The Jets have. This is what I said. The Jets have Geno Smith. They drafted Klubnik. Klubnik sucks worse than Beck. They have Brady Cook and Bailey Zappi. So the question becomes: Is Geno Smith good enough to elevate that horse crap room over
he's by far the best out of the 8.
I think so.
He's better than Brissett.
He was like
he
2
can be better than Brissett, but did you watch him last year? With the Seahawks, he was better than Brissett.
You could throw the Steelers in there too.
With the Raiders, he was worse.
Even if they have Aaron Rodgers back.
That's all kinds of bad too.
Rodgers, Will Howard.
Yeah, well, without
Mason
Aaron
Rudolph.
Rodgers, it's Pittsburgh.
Even with Aaron Rodgers,
I think
Will Howard, Mason
Aaron
Rudolph.
Rodgers ain't any good either.
Well, you can make the case with Rodgers, but without Rodgers,
yeah,
you got and add Drew Aller to that.
Oh my God,
yeah,
I forgot about him. And then let's also not forget, look, this is a vicious cockfight. This made we have
Browns?
to the Browns, because the Browns are offering up Deshaun Watson, whatever the hell he's got left, with multiple Achilles tears. You got Pro Bowl quarterback Shedeur Sanders.
I mean,
Dylan Gabriel, for God's sakes.
They do have a Pro Bowler.
They do have a Pro Bowl, and then they drafted the kid out of Arkansas, right? Taylor Green. So, dude, that room, I don't know.
I think Arizona's is the worst.
That is a vicious cockfight of inept quarterback play.
No, it's the Jets.
I kind of think it's the Steelers, even with Rodgers. That is
look. If Rodgers comes back, it's not. If he doesn't come back, you're right. It's probably the Steelers.
Yeah, I don't think it's. I get your point. Aaron Rodgers is not that great anymore. But come on,
is he that much better than Geno Smith?
Yes.
I think if Aaron Rodgers comes back, they're out of that. But if he doesn't, that means they're going to have to go sign someone else, and the Steelers immediately vault to the top of the horse crap quarterback list. Shedeur Sanders and Deshaun Watson. I still contend that the Deshaun Watson fall from grace is the single greatest fall of a uber talented football player that I've ever seen in my life for seemingly no reason. None.
Yeah. Well, give me another example of
I
that.
can't think of one.
He's a one-off.
He went from a top 5 quarterback in the league, maybe 6 or 7 if you wanted to, but clearly one of the 7 best quarterbacks in the league at like 24 years old. Sky's the limit, everything you could want. And then not because of injuries. I mean, obviously he got hurt last year, but that was he was not crappy because of injuries. He just decided that after he got exposed for being a pervert and a predator, he sucked. He was absolute dog-ass. I've never seen it. I've never seen that. When you ascend to that level, especially when you're that young, you don't just suck. I mean, you can kind of maybe never fulfill your potential, but you don't suck. He's terrible. It's the damnedest thing.
He only played in Houston, right?
Yes. That was it. And he sat out a year on the commissioner's list.
Listen.
And then when he came back with the Browns, he couldn't play the position.
I have a theory.
Yeah.
First of all, it's the Browns. Okay.
Yeah. Is that just is that like kryptonite? You as a quarterback, you walk in and
look. This is my point. It's just a theory.
Yeah.
Just popped into my head a moment ago.
I like a working theory.
So let's just talk it out.
Yeah.
But like for example, with Geno Smith, he goes to a good franchise.
Mm-hmm.
Or he goes to he went to a bad franchise, sucked, goes to a good franchise, was pretty good, and then went to a bad franchise and sucked. And as you like to say, most quarterbacks are in that pool. Yeah. They're pretty much dependent on what's around them and the franchise, supporting them in the coaching. Is it possible that Deshaun Watson wasn't that great and Bill O'Brien did a great job with Deshaun Watson?
Dude,
and now he's with Cleveland, and
his last year in Cleveland, or his last year in Houston, before all that, dude, he completed 70% of his balls for almost 5,000 yards, 33 touchdowns, and 7 picks. Like that, he had a quarterback rating of 112.
I mean, Sam Darnold
and
did that.
His team, by the way, wasn't good. That his defense was garbage.
Well, but his offense was.
But I mean,
I do think you're right that Bill O'Brien actually is not.
Bill O'Brien was really good as a coach.
He is.
Not a GM, but as a coach. So I'm just asking the question.
Maybe there's something there.
Was Deshaun Watson maybe because he went there first?
Yeah.
We think of him as great. If he had gone to Cleveland first, is he a reclamation project like a Sam Darnold,
like Baker?
And yeah, exactly. Baker Mayfield.
He started in Cleveland. It was actually good in Cleveland.
He might have been. He might have flamed out. If he went to the Jets and the Browns, he probably would have sucked. You'd be like, that guy sucks. And then he would have gone to Bill O'Brien at the Patriots or something, and boom, he's good.
4 years in Houston, quarterback rating of 103, 98, 112. And at 25 years old, 25, he had the massage thing. And since then, he is an unmitigated disaster. When you watch him play, it's like he forgot how to play.
It's a different guy.
It is. It is if you took off the number and you just watched film, you're like, it's not the same player. I really think this is the first case of who is like the knob block that can't throw the ball to second base, like the mental block, or when you get the yips in golf. I think Deshaun Watson never recovered mentally from that. I think he has the football yips. And you couple that with he's in Cleveland and you just have this. Just that's like saying right now Justin Herbert I think he was better than that. But like imagine someone like that, someone of that we think of in that realm at Justin Herbert, and then say in 3 years Justin Herbert will be unplayable. Unplayable. For a team like Cleveland. Like that just you can't compute it. Can't do it.
I'm looking at Sam Darnold, Jets, QBR 77, 84, 72, 71, and Carolina. San Francisco, Minnesota, Seattle, 85, 102, 99.
I mean, your theory is there's some logic behind it, but having watched him in Houston, those teams weren't great. He carried some of those teams. It's just
what about Baker? What about his example of Baker? Like Baker's pretty damn good now.
Yeah, Baker's pretty
we
good.
We wrote him out. He was scrap heap, dude.
Yep.
The Rams,
and he won a playoff game with Cleveland.
So maybe Deshaun,
and he got hurt.
Maybe Deshaun Watson just needs to get out of Cleveland, or maybe they just gave him that guaranteed money and he just doesn't care. Maybe that
is possible.
Maybe that's because they gave him whatever it was, $300 million or whatever it was, guaranteed money. Maybe he just. Yeah, maybe that's all. Maybe that's the better theory is if you give someone $300 million and all they care about is getting handies, then maybe that's just what you know. Maybe.
I'm on board.
Well, I don't know.
I mean, handies, they're not bad. It's just.
Well, I get it, man. You
can't force them.
You spent your whole. You spent your whole life.
Let's make the distinction.
That is true. They get a bad rap.
Yeah, I mean,
nothing wrong with them.
Exactly.
But you can't. Yeah.
You can want that all you. I mean, go get it, but you can't.
No.
Make people do it.
Can't make people do it. You can't.
Theoretically.
So, yeah, maybe it's just that is that he is the best example of my image is shattered. Everyone hates me. I'm depressed, and I have $300 million. So whatever.
There's probably some truth to that too. All right, there's your sports. Thanks. Coming up next. Let's see what we got here.
We got to go to the trunk. The old.
The tickle trunk. Okay, how the plague ship started and how the plague ship is going. Next.
George McCoy and Warren Allen Sports Desk, a Sports Center update on the Fan Sports Network, 105.1 FM and 1080 AM.
First on the Fan, Game 2 NBA playoffs in the Eastern Conference. Knicks taking on the 76ers. Sixers star Joel Embiid, he did not play tonight. He was out with ankle and hip injuries. Right now, New York, as we're heading in end of the third quarter, New York up by 1. Later on tonight, Timberwolves taking on the Spurs in Game 2. And good news for the Timberwolves, they'll be getting guard Ayo Dosunmu back. He averaged over 21 points a game in round 1 before getting hurt. Bucks co-owner Jimmy Haslam said today that the team wants to resolve the Giannis Antetokounmpo future before next month's NBA draft. There'll be no Triple Crown winner this year, again, as Kentucky Derby winner Golden Tempo will not run in the Preakness Stakes next weekend. Tigers pitcher Framber Valdez has been suspended for 6 games for throwing at Trevor Story after Valdez gave up back-to-back home runs. And Houston Astros shortstop Carlos Correa, he's going to miss the remainder of the 2026 season after tearing a tendon in his ankle. I'm Stephen Vaughn from the Georgia Coy at Warren Allen Sports Desk. Don't call your mom. Call Georgia Coy at warrenallen.com.
Maybe it's time to grab a hold of your little step ladders and go ahead and climb out of my ass for a while.
It would have killed a lesser man.
I'm very confident.
Yeah.
Bring gas.
God dang, what do you think?
Okay, we apologize.
It's time for the club, baby, on 105.1 and 1080. The Fan. Hoo-wee.
I would not say that. I wouldn't say it either.
All right. Pleased to have you along. This is the club.
Mm-hmm.
Deep breaths. A sip of water.
See the latest in the Vrabel story that won't end?
Towel off my brow here. Yeah, I've got that in the notes for tomorrow.
Okay. That seemed kind of club worthy, but we have covered that during the show.
Put it in! It's a sports
The
story.
Love Boat.
Dude, I'm sorry. The Vrabel Rossini story is one of the biggest scandals in sports history. I'm not even joking. That is not hyperbole. This thing is unbelievable.
I cannot get enough of it.
It's unbelievable.
I am starting to think that he may actually...
He might lose his
he
job,
might
dude.
get in trouble.
This is looking terrible.
I think he's gonna.
It's just...
When it comes out that he's the father, you can't bring him back.
It's gonna...
You can't.
I love it.
You have to fire him at that point.
I don't want to love it, but I do. Like, I don't watch a lot of reality television. I can't do, like, the real bitches of Beverly Hills or whatever. But
it's Housewives.
Whatever. The real whores of Atlanta. It's all the same thing. I just...
Also Housewives.
I can't do it, but... I now, with like a story like this, I understand why people watch that crap. I do. I'm like, all right.
Well, it's intoxicating.
The Maury AI video that came out is gonna be real.
Yes.
And it's just the gall. Like, what are they doing? What are you doing?
They're not using fake names. They're using their own names.
Jeez.
I know, dude. Burner accounts, my man. You know, Ron Mexico.
Mike Vick, Ron Mexico.
God,
yeah.
do something.
Not talking about this.
No.
No.
You think Jordan Hudson is the happiest person on earth because no one's talking about her whoredoms anymore?
I bet you her and Bill are sitting there laughing their ass off.
Bill's the one leaking all of this. Bill's telling Pablo.
Rabel was texting Bill all the cool things he was doing to Rossini.
He's just dropping
Hey, Coach.
dropping these left and right.
Seattle.
No one's talking about Bill anymore. Nope. Hudson's old news. We moved on.
Yeah, we'll get to that tomorrow. There's new developments.
Every day there's a new development. Every damn day.
Now, I wanted to tell you about the cruise ship. The cruise ship with a hantavirus outbreak on it.
That's going to kill us all?
I call it the plague ship.
Oh, 100%.
Well, there's new developments in this story, too. The first is they think they know how it started.
Okay.
And it wasn't rats on the ship. Because hantavirus is...
It's like rodent droppings.
Typically, yes.
Yeah. And by the way, like if you have rats in your house, like that is not something to screw around with. You know, if you find little meese turds, like you don't handle them with your hands. Like you got to get rid of that stuff. Like hantavirus it can kill you. It's really, really bad. You don't want it.
So health officials in Europe and Africa, they're trying to figure out who people that were on the ship had contact with.
Yeah.
Prior to being on the ship. And what they figured out, there are two Argentinian officials, I guess I should say Argentine officials.
I like Argentinian.
Investigating the origins of the outbreak. And they said that their current hypothesis is there was a Dutch couple, that got...
It's always the Dutch, those bastards.
They got the virus bird watching in the city of Ushuaia?
Sure.
Never heard of it. Oh. Before boarding. And they brought it onto the ship.
Okay.
They said the couple visited... So apparently they visited a landfill during the tour. They were
again?
Well, it was a bird watching tour.
In a landfill?
Yeah, well, birds hang out there.
You went to a what sort of tour?
Cool birds, man.
Boy, I tell you what, I'm going to need a clarification on how awesome these birds are. If I paid to go on a tour and they're like, all right, guys, coup de grace here, the final piece to this whole puzzle, we're taking you to the effing dump. And you said, what country was it in?
It just says the city of Ushuaia. I assume that's in Argentina? I don't know. I don't know where that is. But they're Argentine officials.
What's the name of it?
It's USHUAIA. Tell me where that is.
Yeah, it's in Argentina.
Okay, so they were there.
Yeah, it is, and it is a freaking landfill.
They were what?
Like I'm looking here, like when it pops up, I'm seeing photos of the landfill. I guess people are obviously talking about it now because of this.
Yeah, so they visited a landfill during the birdwatching tour, and they were exposed to rodents in a landfill, which makes sense.
Sure.
So they then went on the cruise ship and have passed hantavirus to all these people. 3 people have already died.
Yeah.
And there are let's see. I think they got rid of 23 people. They just threw them overboard. They were like,
yeah. Well,
they took 23 people off, and there's 150 more people that are still trapped on that ship.
Yeah. The problem is that some of the people, like the people that were getting taken off, like they are wrapped head to toe in hazmat suits. The patient is. The people that are taking them are in hazmat suits. What I read was the hantavirus really doesn't pass from person to person. It is very rare. And so I
have a follow up to that.
Yeah, the one I saw saying they were saying, hey, if this is really a strand of this that can pass from human to human, this could be really, really bad if this got out.
Well, they have now discovered that people who have it were on the same flights as people on the cruise ship. Meaning they're passing it person to person.
Dude, this is not good. This is really, really bad. If this is a person-to-person contact, and again, I don't try to get into the fear-mongering things that's what the people in the news do, but there were like actual science bros that were like, you know, hey, that were even saying, hey, I don't mean to fear-monger, but if this is something that can go person to person, this could end up being something that makes. They referenced the COVID thing, and they were like, this is way, way worse than the hantavirus is way worse than COVID.
Well, it kills people.
It kills people.
COVID killed people too.
Yes, but this is...
So fears are mounting that passengers who shared a flight with an infected woman could become super spreaders. A French national who was not on board the rat virus cruise liner has reportedly contracted hantavirus after taking a flight with an infected passenger.
Dude.
This marks the... oh, damn it. Hold on.
This is like weird, like bad movie stuff where this is the start of monkey shines right here. This is War of the Worlds type stuff. Where we're like, no, don't worry, it can't pass from human to human. Wait, it's passing from human to human.
This marks the first case of the deadly disease in a patient who is not on the ship.
Cool.
As hantavirus reaches Europe.
And so we've let other people leave this ship?
Well, they're trying to... No. Well, not anymore. So health officials are scrambling to trace contacts after the woman disembarked on one of the world's most remote islands. The virus is not usually passed between people, but this rare strain can be passed from person to person. The World Health Organization warned that the disease may have spread between passengers aboard the cruise. They say that they do not have enough information to reassure the public or guarantee their safety if the ship were to dock.
Dude, we're so gonna die
in the Canaries.
We're effed.
Yeah, dude, this is wild. There's 150 people on there.
We're on airplanes. We're spreading it around.
So, what they know so far, 3 people have died. 8 are sick. That's it. But everybody else is quarantined. And it's very eerie, the photos.
Yeah.
Just people walking around in hazmat suits
Yep.
and masks.
Yep.
And nobody can... I don't know. They're just sitting there.
I can't wait for people to tell me that the virus isn't real and that it's not a big deal. Of course, it's going to be man-made. You know, that's without a doubt.
Should have got my hantavirus shot.
Start working on the vaccine right now. I mean, those photos are terrifying. Well, I've seen enough of those the Outbreak movies or whatever. This stuff does kind of give me the heebie-jeebies.
Well, I feel like Outbreak, the movie, is basically a documentary.
Well, there's my daughter is pre-med at Portland State, and this is kind of one of the. She's kind of obsessed over this sort of stuff. She wants to be a researcher, a biologist, and she knows that this stuff kind of gets to me, and so she's always sharing me like these horrible like. Hey, Dad, I read an article today that said, like, hey, if this was able to cross over into this, like, we'd all be screwed. And you're like, oh, thanks, honey. Like, there's a book called The Hot Zone about the Ebola outbreak and the idea that, like, if Ebola ever became airborne, we'd all die. Kill the entire world. And she's like, yeah. So she's always, like, sending me this stuff. And it just... Because the idea... For some people in, like, the scientific community, they believe that it's only a matter of time before... something really deadly gets airborne that's easily transmittable, and when that happens, we're in some serious trouble.
So, do you? Let's say this ship was closer to the U.S.
Yeah.
and they radio ahead, and Big Sook's in his big ivory radio tower, and they're like, "Hey,
it's time to panic.
We got some sickos. We want to park at your dock."
No.
In San Diego?
No. No.
Are you letting them?
No. Nope.
So you're just going to let them die out there?
Yep. Got to go out there. The yeet. We're good.
Wow.
I would be that guy. I'll just tell you right now, if it really gets bad, not like the COVID stuff, if it really turns into like the outbreak type stuff, I'll be the guy in the house with the gun being like, you just move it on down the street, sir.
Yeah.
Hey, sir, we need help. Nope, just... keep it moving. Helps 2 doors down, not here. Keep it going. I don't want to die of that. We're good. We're good.
I'm fine.
It's so bad.
So they're saying the Canary Islands are the closest location with the necessary capabilities to treat people. And there is a thought that Spain doesn't... they don't want them.
No one wants it.
No. But
I don't blame them.
But there's a question of if you have a moral obligation and legal obligation to take care of them.
Just keep that. I remember when the COVID stuff happened, we were keeping cruise ships sitting out off the coast. Yeah, you're about 10 miles, and we'll send someone out to you.
I tell you what.
You can't let this get to shore. You can't.
Imagine. Well, it already has.
Well, I know, but you can't.
It already has.
You can't let it get more.
So, imagine being one of the 150 people or whatever that's not sick.
Oh, dude.
And sitting there on that ship.
That's got to be the most terrifying thing. Because you're just sitting there and you can't leave. You can't go anywhere. And you're just like, every time you feel a little off, every time you get the squirts, every time like you get a little sniffle.
You see a rat?
Yeah. Just, I don't know how you keep from going crazy. You're just sitting in there basically waiting to find out whether or not you got this deadly disease.
If every day, here's another question. If every day sitting on that ship, more and more people are diagnosed with hantavirus, at what point do you jump into the water?
Can I get one of those Daffy Duck life raft sort of things? It is true. Although my guess is they probably scoop you up after that. Like,
they are dogs.
Yeah, you're not allowed to.
Yeah, they're not going to let you on.
They're not letting you.
Like, right back on there, sir.
There's just the big stick that someone pokes you every time you get close to shore. No, I'm guessing that after a certain point you start going crazy and they're going to have to like net gun you. There would be a point in time where you just start running. You just start running for it. Shoving Captain Stubing out of the way. Try to do that half gainer off that third deck. See what happens. Take my chances in the water.
So hantavirus has a 40% mortality rate.
Oh, seriously? 40%?
Yep.
I'd like to point out that like the COVID was like 0.01 and like even smallpox, like which wiped out so many people, that was like less than 1%.
Yeah, and I don't know how long they have to quarantine for. I would imagine if you can get them all off of the ship and quarantined, I would think a week or two, and you're good to go, right?
Yeah, I would think. I would hope. Maybe. I don't know.
I would think. I would hope. Maybe. I don't know.
Well, after a couple weeks, like it can't like live in you, right, for like a couple months, can it?
I would think. I would hope. I don't know.
Oh. Well, think about like back in the olden days, like in the the frontier days, smallpox wiping out entire groups of people. They said that had roughly a 20% fatality rate, and this has 40. And think about smallpox and what it did when we were spread out amongst the prairies, as opposed to now where conveniently we're around each other an awful lot. So to answer your question, do I let them come ashore? No, I don't. It's the big blockade right there. Get one of those boat parades, just circle it.
Lake Oswego.
They ain't going in. They ain't going to that lake.
One of the passengers that has it is being treated in Zurich, and people there are freaking out.
Yeah.
Because they're like, hey, why'd you bring him here?
Right? Well, imagine if one told you right now, like one of these cases, and they bring it up to the old tram here, and they ship it on up to our hospital, we'd be like,
I'm not coming into work that day.
Yeah. Yeah, you're working there, and you're just doing you're the guy that mops up spills, and like, hey, by the way, we got this possible deadly outbreak, and we're gonna treat one of them here. Why don't you go mop up after him? Nah,
we'll give you overtime pay though.
So I'm good. The people that work in those hot labs, like I said, that book, The Hot Zone, the people that choose to do that work, one, they're insane, and two, they're like heroes. Like knowing that they're in those labs, I think it's the level 4 lab, where everything in that room is meant to kill you. And like they call them, and they're having to slice stuff. And so like it happens, you get like suit punctures and stuff. There's a whole protocol behind it. Reading that book, I just thought about those people that choose it. And God bless them, because without it, we're screwed. But like their families and stuff, I mean, that you're sending your husband and wife into that knowing that's their job. Hey, what's your job? I go into a room with the deadliest pathogens in the world, and if any of them happen to come in contact with me in any sort of way, I'm going to bleed out of my eyes and anus and then die. And you're like, have fun. What do you want for dinner? Just think about making pork chops. Nah.
Yeah, I remember I was down in San Diego. My brother is a nurse, and his wife is a nurse. And my brother's wife worked on the cardiac unit, whatever you call it. Yeah. But they had the rooms with the air
filtration.
Yeah. So they put all the COVID people up in her rooms.
Oh, that's great.
And I remember her coming home from work one night and just, having to strip down outside. Yep. She had the whole thing. the whole protocol. Like it was eerie and weird. We were all very drunk and scared.
Like, you stay out there again.
Totally. That's how I felt.
I'm gonna put you in a tent and it's my house. That's cool. Just over there.
I mean, that hospital is right next to Torrey Pines. You better believe I'm sitting there playing on Torrey Pines. I'm like, you stay over there. You stay on the other side of those tracks.
Stuff freaks me out, man. It's no good.
Okay, plane hits truck. Next.
Now, from the George McCoy and Warren Allen Sports Desk, a Sports Center update on the Fan Sports Network, 105.1 FM and 1080 AM.
First on the Fan, a couple game twos in the NBA tonight. Philadelphia taking on New York. Philadelphia has been without Joel Embiid tonight. He was out with ankle and hip injuries, but midway through the fourth quarter, nice game going on. Philadelphia and New York tied at 99 with 6 minutes left in that one. Then after that game, it'll be Timberwolves taking on the Spurs. In game 2, Minnesota got the game 1 win. And Anthony Edwards will be active coming off the bench. Ayo Dosunmu also will make his series debut. He averaged 21 points a game in round 1 before he got hurt. Milwaukee Bucks co-owner Jimmy Haslam said today that the team wants to resolve the Giannis Antetokounmpo future before next month's NBA draft. There will be no Triple Crown winner this year, as Kentucky Derby winner Golden Tempo will not be running at the Preakness Stakes next weekend. Tigers pitcher Framber Valdez has been suspended 6 games for throwing at Trevor Story after Valdez gave up back-to-back home runs. And then Houston Astros shortstop Carlos Correa, he's going to miss the remainder of the season after tearing a tendon in his ankle. I'm Stephen Vaughn from the George McCoy at Warren Allen Sports Desk. Don't call your mom. Call George McCoy at warrenallen.com.
Okay, now to another terrifying video. This one of the bakery truck hit by the airplane.
I haven't seen this one.
Oh.
Bakery truck?
Yeah, this was on the New Jersey Turnpike. And there's some dude, he's driving a bakery truck. And he gets clipped.
Oh, Tony. Why is everyone filming themselves?
Well, I feel like those trucks just have.
Yeah, that seems like a work-related
cameras,
camera.
Yeah.
So the
so they're not snatching.
So
bakery
Dave's
items.
Killer Bread needs to know what you're doing at all times.
Dudes be stealing rolls out of the back.
God.
Yeah, well, I think it's for things like this. Like, I mean, the guy comes back with his truck damaged.
Yeah.
Hey, what happened to your truck, sir?
Oh,
I got hit by an airplane.
I got hit by an airplane. Like, no, you didn't.
Does he see it? Like,
yes, he does.
So he makes no effort to avoid it.
Well, he can't. What's he gonna do?
I don't know. There's a swerve involved?
Hit the jetpack?
Dude, my man got drilled, and not by a small plane either. Oh, my God.
So his name is Warren Boardley Jr.
Yeah.
And he was driving a truck for Baltimore's H&S Bakery. He was on the New Jersey Turnpike on Sunday when United Flight 169 dipped down and scraped his 18-wheeler with its landing gear.
How about that? Someone's getting fired.
He said he saw a flash, and it made him duck, and he put up his hands, as you can see.
Well, that's the key. Often I've thought about that when a 737 is coming towards me, the appropriate thing to do, hands up.
Especially when driving.
Yes. You gotta get those hands up. That way you can deflect the tire of the airplane coming at you.
Wow.
Good Lord.
So dashcam video recording in his car shows the moments before and during the collision. The video shows him hitting his head on the top of his truck during the impact, which Boardley Sr. and Boardley's lawyer, J. Wendell Gordon.
Oh, yeah. That's the first thing you do is you call yourself the Baltimore version of the Advocates is what you do.
Well, yeah.
Yeah.
They say led to an acute head injury. So here is...
That dude's... I'm guessing that guy's going to have a lot more injuries coming up. There's going to be trauma. You can't work anymore.
Listen to what they say.
Yeah.
And you tell me if they're laying it on a little thick here. Look... Okay, so it sounds terrible that the plane hit the truck.
But it's really not that bad.
It actually isn't.
No.
It's amazingly, he keeps driving.
Yeah.
He's fine.
It really, like, when you see the photo, it just cracked his windshield. Like, his windshield got beat up, but it's not that bad.
So
that blows my mind.
So here's what his dad, Boardley Sr., needs to comment on this.
Oh, of course.
He says he described fear, total fear, that he wouldn't walk away from it. He thought he would be decapitated. That's what he thought. Boardley Jr., this is J. Gordon Liddy or whatever his name is.
Yeah.
The attorney. Boardley Jr. is still recovering at home from his injuries. He's doing the best he can under the circumstances. He has a lot of pain. He has a lot of emotional distress that's just not going to heal overnight. His mental and emotional status is, it's coming. We have to get him looked at because he was That was a traumatic experience. I've never known anyone to walk away from something like that. So, he feels the same way. He's struggling with that part of it. Today could have been a day where we are all mourning his loss. He had been going 1 mile per hour faster or 1 mile per hour slower, it would more likely have killed him.
Do we know that?
No, I don't know how on earth you can say that.
Feels a little presumptuous, but okay,
And he says, the video shook me to my core.
Well, it should. But at the same time, you have minor cuts and scrapes. You kept driving. The plane landed safely. It really is just effing crazy. It was a 767, by the way.
I do like the argument of we're just doing the best that we can. We all are. I'm trying to do the best that I can as well.
Look, he's going to be doing just fine because
that makes 3 of us.
United, they got some money. And something tells me United's going to be paying out some dough.
I guess what I don't understand, and maybe it's just you can't avoid it because it's a viral video that everybody saw, so you're going to be asked about it.
Yeah.
But do you have to be so if he's really struggling, just privacy,
Oh, dude, there's nothing
privacy.
better. There's nothing better than someone that has a lot of trauma, and then they talk about it all the time. It's like, my antenna goes up a little bit, but we all process trauma differently.
But also, I mean, if you are driving a bakery truck, if I'm just driving into work and this is my real money making opportunity, maybe I take advantage.
Oh, he's going to. Look,
well, he clearly is. It's just I don't understand why you have to.
But you're going to get more sympathy from people.
The key is
in public.
But you don't need sympathy.
Yeah, you're just going to the attorney. Look, the bottom line is you're too traumatized to ever drive a truck again. Therefore, I need no less than $7 million because I can never drive a truck again.
I bet he's asking for way more than that.
You think?
Yes.
Well, I would have made a lot of bonuses and, I was a really good driver. Everything got there on time.
I don't know if he'll get it.
I don't know what emotional distress is worth, but whatever it is, this dude's going to get
$100 million.
Whatever it is, double it.
What did the dude get that almost got ripped himself out of the airplane? What did that guy get? Remember the door, the plug?
Yeah.
I got to find out what that guy got. Or what the people that were in the air, that's the better one. What did the people get whose airplane flipped upside down, the one in Toronto and landed? We got to find out what that. I don't think he's going to get that much money. He's going to get some money, but look, he kept driving the truck and he got a little spooked. He's not getting that much.
Gordon explained that while the Boardleys are open to potential litigation, right now they're focused on finding out what happened.
No,
he says
they're open. That means we're currently telling United, pay up, bitches.
Here's his quote. He said,
"Ahoy!
We expect that there is some negligence there because planes don't just drop out of the sky, and they just don't ordinarily and routinely hit 18-wheelers traveling along the New Jersey Turnpike.
Yeah.
We're not just going to file a lawsuit without having all the facts or having enough facts that we believe we can see reasonably proves our case. So in terms of litigation, we're nowhere near there. We're in the fact-finding process right now just to get enough information to, if we needed, to file a lawsuit.
They're going to file. 100%. Yeah, the Delta people that flipped the plane, they offered each one of those people $30,000. But that was
my God!
But that,
what an insult!
Yes, they said that was a goodwill gesture and does not prevent passengers from filing future lawsuits.
Well, yeah.
So I think they literally were like, "Look, we know you're going to sue us, but here's $30,000, and maybe we can tell the court that we're not the worst people." So they did. They gave every passenger that.
So you take that 30. You're not signing something that says I can't sue.
Yes, they gave every person on that plane $30,000.
I'll take that.
I'm trying to see if.
And then I'll sue.
Yeah, and then they're going to sue. Look, my bakery guy is going to sue, but he ain't getting that much. But hey, when you get hit by a United airplane, you got to take all the opportunities you can. That's a once-in-a-lifetime thing because you didn't die, you didn't get seriously hurt, but you got some trauma there, and you can get some dough.
Interestingly, United is saying that they're on their final approach. They actually came into contact with a light pole. I wonder if they didn't initially know that it was a truck.
Oh, they thought they.
They said the aircraft landed safely, taxied to the gate normally, and no passengers or crew were injured. It was a hit and run. Again,
some tells me that
fly back off.
Captain Ray O'Bannon there, master of the skies, for Delta, he's not going to be flying anymore. They're going to make him sit a couple flights out. He's going to go have to work at their junior airline.
Hey, go back over there to the G League there.
Yeah, he's going to be flying that prop plane out of Nova Scotia pretty soon. They're like, yeah, man, we'll bump you on down.
It would be funny if he lands the plane and then he just takes right back off and they can't find him. And they're chasing him.
Throws a note out the window.
One of the flight attendants on the Delta flight. So I'm trying to find some details, and everyone's filing their own.
Wait, which flight is
the
this?
Delta flight that flipped over? That was the Air Canada. I think it was in Canada, but it's Air Canada. But I think it's Delta owns Air Canada, right?
I don't know.
But
Air Canada sucks. I can tell you that.
Well, one of the flight attendants that was on the plane that went, oops, she has filed a lawsuit asking for $75 million.
Yeah, so you always go high.
Yeah.
You'll end up settling, somewhere in the probably $12 million range.
It says several passengers have filed lawsuits for injury, psychological distress. One passenger citing potential damages under the Montreal Convention, which can allow for up to roughly $200,000 without proving negligence. Everyone's suing. So,
well, wouldn't you?
Yeah. Well, yes.
Yes. I just don't like the outward, like in the media. Oh, he's really suffering, Like, okay, look, we get the bit. We know what's going to happen.
Yeah, I know.
Just shut up.
You're not that hurt, by the way. Like, you're fine. Like, I get it.
Yeah, does it make me a bad person that I think he should be fined from that? Generally speaking.
No, it doesn't. Because he is fine from it. He's just...
I mean, I'm probably a little shaken up.
Yeah, a little shaken up.
Give him a couple weeks.
Yeah, it'll be all right.
But...
You know what? Rub some dirt on it. We'll slap you on the fanny and get back out there.
It probably does make
He just got hit by a plane, guys.
I know.
Yeah, cut him a little slack.
I am cutting him a little slack.
We are.
What, 2 weeks?
Yeah, give him a couple weeks.
Go on a vacation, bro.
Look, all I'm saying is any of
Is it that traumatic?
any of these situations with that we're talking about, I'm with Rob. We're the people. We do a lot of milking. A lot of milking.
I feel like it is traumatic. It was an airplane hit your truck. That's traumatic. That doesn't happen.
It's scary.
It
might be weird to get back in the truck for a while, but you're not. You didn't have a.
You guys want to throw him back out the next shift? Hey, we got a nice.
No, 2 weeks. We gave him 2 weeks.
2 weeks. Maybe a
got
nice
some white bread that's got to get out there.
Well, I mean, the people do need their bread.
That's true.
We need bread.
That's another element of this.
Well, I'll tell you this.
How's everybody going to get their bread?
Well, I told the story. I played golf with a guy at Farewell Village over there, and my man had no fingers on one hand, and that was from the Franz Bread Factory. And I'll tell you what, that guy, like, if anyone had reason to be traumatized, it's that guy. And guess what he did after losing all the fingers? He went back and was working at the bread factory, and he was happy to tell me about it. That guy was less traumatized than this dude, and all that dude was, he kept driving the truck.
I mean, I do think there's an old school attitude.
Yeah, you were built differently back in the day.
Yeah, it's like, look, I almost died. I'm really lucky that I didn't, and let's have a Coke.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know. What are you going to do? Dwell on it? Some people think that way.
I know.
And then other people are like, oh my God, my life's changed forever. No, it's not.
Yeah, we're a little soft.
No, it's not.
I'm not coming in tomorrow. I can't.
No, it's not.
I'm
bread
overwhelmed
guy.
with this story.
Look, we get overwhelmed a lot.
Exactly.
The olden days.
There's a lot of overwhelming stuff.
Yeah.
You got to nut up.
Dude, back in the day, like, there's a Christian Bale movie.
You can quote me on that.
I think it's called Savages. It's one of the. It's a really good movie, but it's just brutal. He plays like a Union soldier, and he has to take this lady across the plains, basically. And it's such a surreal thing because the lady's entire family gets murdered, and she gets, like, bad things happen to her, and, like, he comes up to her and he's like, "Ma'am, I'm so sorry. We gotta go. Like, you gotta get on this horse right now, and we gotta leave." And then, like, a mile down the road, something else terrible happens, and you're like, all right, well, gather yourself. We need about 30 seconds where you get to cry, and then you're moving on down the road. Life used to be a lot harder. And I'm not saying that you have to be like a heartless bastard, but we could stand to be a little tougher when it comes to...
You got to shake stuff off, man.
A little bit.
Like a plane hitting your truck.
That video's kind of scary.
Who's that on? Somebody asked, United's fault or the airport's fault? That's a good question. I don't know.
Well, I think everyone's about to get sued.
I think it's the driver's fault.
All of them.
All of
He
them.
didn't swerve.
Yeah, what if United sues him?
Everybody. You damaged my plane. That's the right. You scratched my anchor. You know what a landing gear costs? Freaking bakery.
Wow.
Want some of that bread? Wouldn't that be something? The counter lawsuit.
For bread?
Yeah.
All of All of a sudden, United serving bread on other flights.
Good times.
Here's a slice for you, a slice for you, a loaf for you.
Who doesn't like a good bread?
Well, they all cut out free soda and free peanuts. Now they're just serving bread.
Dude, I kind of want like a soft roll.
You have to supply us a year supply of bread for every customer.
I'm gonna swing by a bakery on my way home. Myself a nice soft sourdough roll.
Don't get hit by a plane.
Try not to.
We've got Bear Attack news. We'll wrap it up with that next on The Fan. Well, we haven't had a deadly bear attack in Yellowstone for 15 years.
Yeah, it's been a while. It means we're about to do.
Well, there have been 2 hikers attacked by grizzlies at Yellowstone near Old Faithful.
Oh. I haven't been to Yellowstone since I was like 20. It's been a long time.
This happened Monday.
Yeah, they're seriously hurt. But I don't think either one of them's dead, right?
No, but it's kind of harrowing. This says, hiker Craig Lerman was the first to find one of 2 victims of a grizzly bear attack. Oh, wait, grizzly bear attack.
Yeah.
I said that as if grizzly was the adjective. Near Old Faithful in Yellowstone on Monday after he stumbled on a bloody hat. He heard me coming and he started saying, "Help me, help me." A Maryland man was the first to come across one of 2 hikers seriously injured. I was hiking up Mystic Falls Trail when I saw bear prints in the mud. I kept walking a little further and saw a bloody hat with a watch torn off. Lerman from Baltimore was hiking on the Mystic Falls Trail when he was the first person on the scene. He kept hiking until he found the first victim, a severely injured 28-year-old man lying on the trail. He heard me coming and he started yelling, "Help!" At first, I thought it was a prank or a joke, kids playing games, but when I got close to him, I knew this was a serious matter. According to Lerman, the man was tore up pretty bad.
Yeah, I would think so.
He had cuts all over his face, back, legs, and stomach, with flesh next to him.
Yeah.
The man had already managed to call 911 on his blood-soaked phone. I called 911 from my phone and took over the call from there. I was scared the bear was going to come back around, so I just kept my head on a swivel.
Let me ask you a question. Knowing you and your willingness to not get involved in anything, you're taking a stroll through the scraggly woods, and you don't hear him because you didn't hear him. You just see bear paw prints, and then you find a bloody hat and a ripped-off watch. You keep going, or are you like, you know what? I'm going to turn around and I'm going to head back this way. You don't have bear spray. You don't have a gun.
So you don't know if they're alive.
Exactly.
But he said he heard him say help.
Nope, not until he went further. I read the story, and then what you said. He said he was very alert after that. He said he saw the bear paw, and then he saw the hat and the watch, and he kept going, and then he heard.
No, I think instinct would say I'm out of there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dude,
because
that guy...
You were assuming that person's dead.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I also know from being in Alaska that if that bear has something and is eating on it, you don't want to be there and stumble across it.
Right.
Because then you just
by
have
the way,
2 people.
It's not as if you go back, you won't get attacked either. Like, you don't know where the bear is.
Yeah.
But I'm not, like you said, I'm not moving towards the tracks.
No, moving the other way.
I'm moving away from
Taking out the phone, we're calling someone and being like, yeah. And then you know what I'm going to do, Rob? I don't know if you've heard of this, but I'm going to skedaddle.
You know what that means? It means to skedaddle.
Yeah. Boy, if you ever want to see me run fast, that trail would be like one of those like Roadrunner cartoons.
Skedaddle. What the word skedaddle?
There's be a
skedaddle.
Puff of smoke and some feathers. That dude's a hero.
Boy, I didn't even think about the idea that you come across a guy and you call 911. That's what you should do.
Yeah.
But I didn't even think about the idea as like you're like looking around for the bear.
Yeah, because the guy said he did not have bear spray, didn't have a gun or anything, and so he sat there for 30 minutes with that guy, and just he said he kept his head on a swivel. What the hell are you gonna do if the bear comes back? Good. Like, I'm glad I saw it coming to whip my ass. When you stand up and be like, well, at least I saw it coming. Then you can throw a rock at it. It's already got a taste for human.
Then he said, I never saw the other guy. He was 14, and I believe that was his brother, but I don't know that. His mom was there, but not on that trail. She was on the phone with him trying to keep him calm. The only thing he saw was a life flight helicopter. So he said that there were 2 rangers that came over on foot.
Yeah.
Where he was, but then he saw a helicopter life flighting somebody else out, and that was the brother.
That was the brother. Some scary stuff, man.
That's brutal.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah.
I'm out. Boom. Bloody watch, bloody hat.
You jumping into Old Faithful. Just ending it right there.
Yeah, that's a good question. It's not the worst idea if that thing starts going Revenant on you.
Swan dive. All right, everybody have a great night. We are back tomorrow, 3 to 7 on Thing and I.
Friendship.